Man, come on, man.
Come on, man.
All this damn score. I need half a point in this stupid game. I have over 57 and a half. They're sitting at 57 damn points. I can't have nothing. I can't have nothing. Come on, man. Pick up this first down, dummy. 4th and 6 for Toledo. Back to throw. Come on, man. Going deep. Caught! Holy Toledo! Are they in field goal range too? Come on, man. Let's go. I need a field goal, touchdown, something. I have over 57 and a half. These idiots are sitting here at 57. How's everybody doing? You want to watch some football today? That would be ideal if you did. Hey, what's up, Steven Snyder? Good to see you in here, buddy. Thank you for the super chat, sir. Austin, yeah, Merry Christmas, man. We had a great Christmas. I hope all y'all did too. Holy Toledo inside the 35, around the 33, 34 yard line, 2nd and 10. They need a field goal to tie it up. I need half a point to hit an over. I've got over 57 and a half. Hope everyone has a great Christmas. Yeah, you too, Anthony. You too, Anthony. Merry Christmas to all of y'all. Hope y'all had a great day yesterday. What's up, Jackpot, Ken Dog, Sam Kim, Georgia Man, Sam Douglas, Tim Skelton, Bama Man, Sir UGA. Commercial break in the game. The kickoff for Kansas State and Rutgers has been moved to 5:40. 5:40. How down bad will the ACC be if they lose to the MAC? Dang. I don't know. What's up, Ricky Bobby? Girth Brooks. You like Rutgers? I took Kansas State in that one. I took Kansas State and the under in the Kansas State game. Superior Auto House. What's up, buddy? John Hughes. Head 59. How do these guys get the spread so perfect? Well, to be fair, I believe the spread on this game, I don't know what the opening spread was. I live bet it at 57 and a half at halftime. So I'm not sure what the original spread was on the game. Closet K-State fan? Nah, I'm not a K-State fan. I do like their quarterback. K-State run defense is questionable, says Jingo Wolf. -6.5. No, we're talking about the total, not the spread. We're talking about the total, the point total. Anyone else get sick for Christmas? My son got COVID about a week before Christmas, but he was only sick for about 3 days, so he was fine by the time Christmas rolled around. Don't mistreat Uncle Luke. Yeah, don't mistreat me. Please. Have some decency about yourself. Do not mistreat me. It's Christmas time, for Christ's sake. And whatever you do, don't start talking about some team that should have been in the playoffs and they ain't. We're here to watch football, not complain about it. You got sick on Christmas too, Floby? Hey, what's up, Tristan? Four minutes till kickoff in the Rutgers-Kansas State game, so we'll see how this Pitt Toledo game finishes up. Oh, man. I need to wake up, don't I? All right, 2nd and 10 for Toledo. They're on the Pitt 33. They need a field goal to tie it up. I need half a point to win a bet. I have over 57 and a half. Empty backfield, shotgun, 5 wide, back to throw. Good protection. Incomplete. Threw it behind the intended receiver. 3rd and 10 coming up. No coffee yet. Maybe later. I got to eat dinner here in a little bit. I'll eat some dinner here in a little bit, then maybe some coffee after that. How is Oklahoma going to have offense in their bowl game when that whole side of the field just entered the portal? Boy, I have a feeling Oklahoma, they're going to embarrass the SEC, aren't they? Are they going to lose to a service academy? Wow. Oklahoma might lose to a service academy. That would be very embarrassing. Off his hands, incomplete. Nearly intercepted. 4th and 10. I guess we're going to get a long field goal here to try to tie it up. ACC is a group of 5 conference. Damn. So group of 6 then. Here comes a long field goal, 51-yarder. This would tie it up, and it would pay Lou on the over 57. If it's long enough, it's good. Let's go! Pay Lou! Bang! Let's go! I don't give a shit about overtime. I had over 57 and a half, and they're at 60 points. Pay Lou, let's go. Let's go! Shout out to Toledo. Droovy, thank you to Toledo on behalf of the Pay Lou movement. Do the service academy players get to go into the portal? If they want to quit the military, I guess they do. Don't you sign a contract when you go to a service academy, though, to do so many years of military service? So I'm not sure. Rutgers and Kansas State now on ESPN2. All right. Well, we'll turn that game on over here then. We'll turn the Kansas State game on the second TV until this first game ends. How'd that be? Oh, I think that'd be just fine, Woo. Okay. Thank you. Groovy, thank you. Groovy, thank you. Pitt's going to return to kick out to around the 20-yard line. That's about it. 1:39 left to go for Pitt to try to win it in regulation. All tied at 30 in the Game Above Sports Bowl, which is retarded. All right, ESPN2. Kansas State and Rutgers kicking off on the deuce in that. Almost a fumble by Pitt. They pick it up, though, gain a couple of yards. Kansas State about to kick things off here in the Rate Bowl. Rutgers will be on offense first in that one. Bets on that game, we've got Kansas State -4 in the first half, and under 52 is the total. I think the Vols were a mediocre team all season and got exposed by one of the big dogs. UGA would have held their own. If Tennessee is mediocre, then there ain't but about 5 or 6 teams in the country that are better than mediocre. Kansas State. Rutgers is going to have the ball on their own 25 to start the game. First play, first quarter. The Rate Bowl. Shotgun for Rutgers with 3 wide. Snap. Handoff. Fights forward for about 4 yards off left tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up for K-State. Pitt's looking at a 2nd and 7, all tied up at 30 with 1:21 to go in that one. Oregon, Georgia, Texas, and maybe Notre Dame could have given them a game, says Sam Kim. Well, don't forget Michigan and Nebraska and Penn State. Toss sweep for Pitt on 2nd and 7. Gets to the corner, cuts it upfield, shoved out of bounds a couple of yards short of the first down. 3rd down coming up for Pitt with 1:16 to go. Are you live streaming the Syracuse Washington State game tomorrow? Maybe. I'm doing the Georgia Tech Vanderbilt game at 3:30. I'm thinking about doing the Oklahoma. That's on Patreon. Georgia Tech and Vanderbilt 3:30 on Patreon. I don't know if I'm going to do another game. If I do another game tomorrow, it'll either be the Oklahoma Navy game at noon or the Syracuse Washington State game at 8. I want to watch the Southern Cal Texas A&M game, but fuck, it comes on at 10:30 at night. I don't know. I'm old. I don't know if I can start a stream at 10:30 at night. So I don't know if I'm definitely doing the Georgia Tech Vanderbilt game 3:30 on Patreon. The link to the Patreon's in the description of the video. I don't know if I'm going to do a second game tomorrow or not. I haven't decided. Pitt going deep. Incomplete. Good coverage. 2nd and 10 coming up now for Pitt. Kansas State with the ball after a Rutgers punt. 1st and 10 on their own 20. They're going to keep it on the ground. Has a hole. Picks up a 1st down. Out across the 30. Nice run that time. By, what's his name? Dylan Edwards. Hope everyone had a Merry Christmas. Yeah, you too, Big Orange. Lou, how long do you think it will take BB to turn around UNC if he turns him around at all? I don't think he's going to turn him around. I think it's a terrible hire. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily know what you mean by turn them around. I mean, they're not winning 10 games or making a playoffs or anything. Pitt driving for a potential game-winning field goal here in the game above Sports Bowl. They're going to keep it on the ground on 1st and 10 and lose a couple of yards. 40 seconds to go in this one. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 37 seconds to go now, tied up at 30. Pitt's near midfield. They would need about 15 or 20 yards to attempt a game-winning field goal. 1st and 10 for Kansas State in the Rate Bowl. Pass complete out in the flat. The tight end tackled right away after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up now for K-State. That game just got started early in the first quarter in K-State versus Rutgers. Hey, Merry Christmas, Martin. No, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie. I mean, Bruce Willis, I don't know. I mean, he gave an interview last week. Bruce Willis said, no, it's not a Christmas movie. So we're all going to have to take Bruce Willis' word for it since he's the star of the movie. And of course, I believe him because it obviously is not a Christmas movie. Hey, what's up, Go Irish? Kansas State looking at a 3rd and 7 here. 13 minutes to go in the first quarter. That game just underway, K-State and Rutgers. 2nd and 11 for Pitt with 37 seconds to go in the game. Incomplete pass out in the flat, and if he caught it, he'd still be running. 3rd and 11 for Pitt now. 35 seconds to go in the game, all tied up at 30. Avery Johnson pass complete over the middle on a crossing route. Picks up a 1st down out to the 45-yard line. K-State keeps the drive alive. 12 and a half minutes to go in the first quarter there, no score. Any New Year's resolutions, Lou? I hate New Year's resolutions, and I never do any because, in general, I feel like New Year's resolutions are a waste of time. If there's really something you want to change, you should change it immediately and not wait till some magical flip of the calendar to start doing it. So I just, in general, don't believe in New Year's resolutions. But I have been trying to motivate myself. Uh-oh, long run, Kansas State, Dylan Edwards down the sideline, pushed out of bounds inside the 20. First and 10, Kansas State in the red zone. I've been trying for a long time to get myself into better shape. I've started exercising. I started walking. I tried to drink water. I try to eat healthy. I try to do all this kind of shit. And it just never fucking lasts. So I actually am making a New Year's resolution this year to... Boy, that was a hell of a run by Dylan Edwards. They're lucky they pushed him out of bounds there. He'd have scored. So I am making a New Year's resolution this year to try to get myself into better shape. I ain't no young man anymore. I'm 46 years old, and I lead a very sedentary lifestyle. I don't move around a lot. I mean, you all know what I do for a living. I sit in this chair and talk college football 7 days a week for a living. So it's not like I'm out digging ditches or basically, I just don't do hardly any physical activity. My kids are old enough now to where I don't, they don't even, it's not, how you go out and play in the yard with your kids or whatever. I mean, they're in high school. The last thing they want to do is be seen with their dad anymore. So I don't even have that. Like, honestly, the most exercise I get the last 2 or 3 years is during live streams, walking back and forth in this room during live streams. So I am starting a New Year's resolution to try to start some kind of exercise routine and try to stick to it. But I'm not waiting until New Year's to do it. I'm starting it now. Lou, have you heard anything on our punter? Will he be ready for Notre Dame? Talking about Georgia? He's out for the year, bud. He's out for the year. Him and Carson Beck are out for the year. Lou, can you believe people want Josh Heupel fired? Is that true? That can't be true. I guess nothing shocks me anymore, but obviously that fat fuck ain't getting fired anytime soon. 1 second left in the Pitt game, so it looks like we're headed to overtime in that one. We had a good Christmas, Robert. I hope you did too, buddy. Y'all see where Hot Rod is trying out for the NFL? No, I didn't see that. I know he was in the NFL for a long time. I didn't know he was trying to get back in. What's up, Riff? Fake news? What's fake news? Kansas State had to settle for a field goal after they got down in the red zone. So Kansas State up 3-0 early in that one. Pitt sacked on the last play of regulation, so that's going to overtime. 30-30 is your score, Pitt and Toledo, and we're headed to overtime. Already hit my bet on that one. I had over 57.5 points. They're at 60 points, so we won that one. Kansas State game, we've got Kansas State -4 in the first half and under 52.5 for the total. Bama taking the SEC back next year. Yeah, we hear that all the time. Bama hadn't done shit since 2017. I've seen multiple Vols fans saying they want Heupel fired. Absolutely ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Hey, Alvin, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, Lou, have you heard anything on our punter? Will he be... Oh, I just read that. Yeah, I just read that. Steven Snyder and Alvin Holton, thank y'all for the super chats. Laptop, gaming chair, and money. There you go. The lady's son got a gaming chair. We put it together yesterday. How happy you are Carson got hurt? Is that a... Are you trolling yourself? I've never been happy that anybody got hurt. If you are, you have issues. Boomer Sooner says, I'll pull for every SEC team except for Texas. I told you the Texas and the Oklahoma fans would be waving the SEC flag the minute they joined the conference. Why would anyone fire a coach that just took them to the inaugural 12-team playoffs? I don't think Georgia can win against Notre Dame with a backup QB, says Bryce Mann. Well, they're favored. We'll see. I think it's going to be a good game. Hey, what's up, Lou? What's up, Lou? What's up, Buffalo Harry? Buffalo Harry says, hey, Lou. Saying what's up to myself. What's up, Lou? Yeah. How you doing? Yeah, what's up? Harry says, are you streaming the Alamo Bowl? You're going to have to tell me who's playing. I don't know who. I have no idea what the Alamo Bowl is. I could try to look it up, I guess, but you're making me do extra work, Harry. Alamo Bowl. BYU and Colorado. Yeah. Right on the bottom of the screen, Harry. BYU and Colorado, 7:30 Saturday on Patreon. So, yes, that's the Patreon stream for Saturday. BYU and Colorado. BYU and Colorado. Notre Dame folks are convinced that due to the fact that Beck is out, they will own UGA. Well, I guess Georgia folks can be convinced that since their best defensive lineman is out, Georgia will own them. Is that how it works? Everybody has players out, people. I really don't get the obsession people have with injuries and, well, that means such and such is going to lose or whatever it is. I don't know. Wasn't Georgia losing to Texas at halftime? And then they had to put Gunnar Stockton in the game, and they came back and won the game. Now, I want you to pretend for a second the roles had been reversed. Let's pretend for a second that Georgia was winning at halftime. Let's pretend that Texas was winning at halftime, but Quinn Ewers had got hurt. And Georgia came back in the second half and beat Texas. What would people be telling me? People would be telling me that the win didn't count because Texas's quarterback got hurt and couldn't play in the second half. Meanwhile, Georgia's quarterback gets hurt at the end of the second quarter while Georgia is losing. Georgia puts a backup quarterback in the game, goes on to take the lead and win. Come from behind victory with a backup quarterback in the second half of the SEC championship game against Texas. So, I don't know. Maybe now y'all see what I've been telling you for 10 years on this channel, which is when a player gets hurt, you put another player in. I mean, this idea that, oh, well, we lost because somebody had a hung thumbnail. Put another guy in the fucking game and play. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But this crying about injury shit people do is ridiculous. Georgia won 2 natties with a backup walk-on quarterback. They just won the SEC championship with a backup quarterback who's never started a game. Gunnar better than Beck. Injury was blessing in disguise. Yeah, Gunner's not better than Beck. I mean, unless you think the coaching staff is just mentally retarded, but which maybe you do think the coaching staff is mentally retarded. I don't know, but Gunnar Stockton is not a better quarterback than Carson Beck. My guess is you think Gunner's better because Gunner's from Georgia and Carson Beck isn't. It's some kind of weird thing Georgia fans have with players from South Georgia or whatever. It's fucking weird. The first round of the playoffs weren't worth watching. It makes the other bowl games that much more irrelevant. I haven't watched a game all bowl season long. It's the principle of diminishing returns. Well, you're watching a live stream of somebody watching the bowl games. That's weird, given the stance you have on bowl games. Gunnar brings a new dimension to the Georgia offense. The ability to run will create nightmares for Notre Dame. That's the hope. That's the hope if you're Georgia. Lou, why does Michigan have so many opt-outs compared to Bama? I have no idea. I have no clue. No clue. Beck is turnover machine. I think Beck only has, one interception in the last 5 games? During the middle of the season, it was bad, but he's turned it around the last 4 or 5 games. Georgia wouldn't be where they're at right now without Carson Beck. So, I mean, he's the best player Georgia had all year long, offensively. Lou, are you doing a stream for Tech versus Vandy? It's literally scrolling on the screen right in front of you. On the bottom. I'm just going to stop putting that down there. Is what I'm going to do. If Gunnar is not better than Beck and Georgia lost 3 games, what makes you think they're going to win this one? Well, number one, Georgia didn't lose 3 games. And number two, football is about matchups. I mean, Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois with their best defensive tackle. What makes you think Notre Dame can beat Georgia without their best defensive tackle? I don't understand. I don't understand. Y'all have a loser's mentality when it comes to injuries, is what it is. I don't know if it's because your own team is complete dog shit. Double O'Neal, that might be the case. I don't know. Maybe your own team is complete fucking dog shit. So anytime somebody gets hurt, you just forfeit the rest. I mean, is that what we should do? If someone gets hurt, do we just forfeit the rest of the games? There are players hurt in every fucking game. I don't understand the loser mentality that a lot of you have when it comes to injuries. I don't get it. Why didn't Georgia lose to Texas, Double O'Neal? Georgia was losing to Texas at halftime. Carson Beck got hurt. We were losing. How did we win the game with Gunnar Stockton? How did that happen? You have any idea? Lou, would you be nervous if UGA played Oregon? I'm nervous for every UGA game. 30-30, overtime, Pitt and Toledo. Pitt's going to have the ball first and goal at the 4. Kansas State still up 3-0 over Rutgers. Rutgers with the ball in Kansas State territory, deep into the end zone, overthrown and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, Gunner's good. Does your team only have one good quarterback? Damn, if they do, that's a shame. I hate that for you. I hate that for you. You know you're allowed to have more than one good quarterback on your roster, don't you? You're aware of that, right? Tennessee is not firing John. Hopeful they will never find enough of a man to fill out that big orange circus tent he wears. Thank you, Jackpot. Touchdown, Pitt. Toledo will have the ball now with a chance to tie it up in overtime. Rutgers, 1st and 10, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter of the Rate Bowl. The Rate Bowl. What are they rating? 4 wide for Rutgers. They're in the red zone on the 20-yard line. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. Not a lot of room. Might have got 2 or 3 yards. 2nd and about 7 coming up now for Rutgers. I think it used to be the Guaranteed Rate Bowl. Now it's just the Rate Bowl, though. I'm not sure who would be next after Gunner, whether it would be Puglisi or Rashada. I've heard it would be Puglisi, but, I mean, I don't have any idea who it would actually be. First and goal for Rutgers right at the 10-yard line. Kansas State's up 3-0, 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Are you excited about UGA at Tennessee next year? Not nearly as excited as I am about Georgia Notre Dame in a week. Is that guy's name Shufflebean? There's someone on Kansas State's team named Shufflebean. That's his last name. It's on his jersey. This number 47, does that say, what does that say? I'm pretty sure that says Shufflebean. Shufflebean. Two things the sideline cameraman at the Rutgers game is terrible. We're back. Champion of the world is Jesus El Savior Christ. Second and goal for Rutgers. They get it down to the 2. It's going to be third and goal. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter of that one. Thank you, Effective Diesel, for the super chat, buddy. Toledo quarterback's going to take off running, breaks a tackle inside the 20, down to the 18, maybe 17-yard line. A couple of yards short of the first down. 37-30, Pitt is leading in the first overtime. Third and goal now for Rutgers on the 2-yard line. Shotgun and 3 wide. Motion, snap, handoff right up the middle. And I think the offensive line pushed them into the end zone, and they did. Touchdown, Rutgers. They're going to take a lead early in that one. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. I had a great Christmas, Noah. I hope you did too, buddy. Santa brought you plenty of toys. 4th and 3 coming up for Toledo. They're going to have to pick this up or the game's over. They're down 7 in the first overtime. Lou, I missed a good call-in show the other night. How do you know that if you missed it? Did I watch A Wonderful Life? What, like this year? No. Notre Dame is very convinced that UJ cannot and will not run. That's all Georgia's going to do is run. Because unlike that mental midget in the comments section, the coaching staff knows that Gunner cannot throw the ball like Carson. So it's going to be a lot of running. Is Lou doing push-ups? Yeah, every 5 we're at 4 out of 5. I'm trying to get myself in shape. And instead of waiting until New Year's, I started today. I'm not, that way it's technically not a New Year's resolution because I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. So by starting today, it's not really a New Year's resolution. And to force myself to do it, I'm going to start doing it on live streams every time. Why do people think Georgia can't win a game with an injured player? Because they're fucking retarded. Almost every game in the history of college football that's ever been won has been won with an injured player. The extra point is good for Rutgers, and with 4:15 to go in the first quarter, they've taken a 7-3 lead over K-State. Gunner's about to shock a lot of people. I think Gunner could be good. Notre Dame runs and UJ can't stop it? Yeah, Texas had 31 yards on 28 carries. 31 yards on 28 carries. First down, Toledo. Down to the 12-yard line, so the drive is still alive. They still have a chance. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the Pitt 12. They're down 7 in the first overtime. M. Grisdale says, get swole, go Bucks. All right, well, shit. All right, 10 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more, Lou. 10. Okay. This might have been a bad idea. This might have been a bad idea. That might have been a bad idea. That might have been a bad idea. All right, let's start it over. There you go. I started it over. Uncle Badass says, hope you had an amazing Christmas, Lou. Hope you got just about everything you wanted. Can't wait for the Dogs to beat Notre Dame. Go Dogs. Thank you, Badass. Hope you had a good Christmas, too. Damn, I'm out of breath. See what I'm saying? 10 push-ups and I'm out of breath. I'm so out of shape, it's insane. I got to do something. I've got to do something. An error occurred. Fuck your error. All right. Hold on. I'm trying to start it over. I don't really know what I'm doing because this is the first time I've ever done this. Whatever this goal thing is. All right. There you go. Started another one. It's funny how you call him Juice Poot. Can you start saying Cut Curb Street? Well, Cut Curb Street doesn't generally get on my nerves like Juice Poot does. Cash App, Lou, if you want me to do push-ups. No, we can do super chats. You can do the super chats. My wife got me an SEC championship shirt for Christmas. Notre Dame fans have never known such joy. You know Notre Dame's winless all time in conference championship games? It's true. It's true. Winless all time. Lou, don't have a heart attack. I'm trying to prevent myself from having a heart attack by starting some kind of exercise routine. So I'm going to try to put myself on like a, 3 days a week, exercise 3 days a week or something. But then on top of that, I guess I'm going to do push-ups and sit-ups during every live stream that I do from now to the end of time. If Beck is so good, would you want him back next year? I'd love to have Beck back next year, yeah. Love to have Beck back next year. I mean, Georgia had the hardest schedule in the country and went 10-2 in the regular season and won the SEC championship game. I'd love to have Beck back. Unknown Messiah says, Uncle Wu was sounding like Peter North doing those push-ups. Also, fuck Notre Dame. Notre Lame, sorry. Go Dogs. Whoa, Todd. Whoa. When is the Alabama-Michigan game? Is that also on New Year's Day? I think it is. It's weird because Pitt was kind of good at the start of the year. Yeah, Pitt started 7-0 and then lost their last 5 games in a row. So they're now 7-5. Steven Snyder. Hey, what's up, Steven? Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Good to see you in here today. The camera doesn't show the push-ups. Fake it till you make it. I'll bend it, or I'll angle it down next time I'll angle it down like that next time. How's that? That'd be good? I hope you're all here for your season is over to take your humble pie after Notre Dame removes the puppies from the playoffs, says Rambling Ryan. Lou is Jarquez Hunter and underclassman. Who is that? You talking about the guy for Auburn? Is that the Auburn running back? I'm not sure, to be honest. I watched your 2016 Georgia Tech video yesterday. Funny stuff, Lou. Is that the you can do that video? How do you do it, Lou? Well, how do I do what? How do I do what? Put up with the chat? It's not easy, my man. 10 years worth of experience, I guess. Second overtime now. Toledo and Pitt. They're tied at 37. Toledo with the ball first this time, but they're looking at a 3rd and 10 here. Notre Dame has never won a New Year's Six game. Facts. Kansas State down inside the 10-yard line after Rutgers took a 7-3 lead. There's a minute to go in the first quarter. 2nd and goal coming up for K-State. They're trying to retake the lead here. Georgia Tech going to eventually get Georgia. Should have happened this year. Yeah, I mean, they've beat Georgia twice this century. Eventually, it will happen again. They beat Georgia twice in, 25 years this century? So, yeah, eventually it will happen again. Lou's net worth is somewhere around $10 million. What? No. Stop it. Stop it. If Juice picks UJ, Lou has to shave his head. I've been shaving my head for years, bud. Is Notre Dame like 0-11 in the New Year's Six games? Notre Dame has lost 13 straight major postseason games until they beat Indiana. But they've lost every New Year's Six game they ever played in. They've lost every college football playoff game they ever played in. They lost every conference championship game they ever played in. They lost every BCS game and every BCS championship game they ever played in. They haven't won any of those things since 1991. Indiana never beat Notre Dame. No, that's not true. Indiana did have some wins against Notre Dame. Yeah, the team asshole hats aren't for sale. I hoard those for myself because I'm greedy. Extra greedy, too. Notre Dame has never beat UJ. That is true. They're 0-3. They're 0-3. Toledo kicked a field goal. They're up 3. Pitt now has the ball. 2nd overtime. They need a field goal to tie it or a touchdown to win the game. I've been watching Lou since he drank the 1980s Coke. Yep, that was at the end of the 2017 season. Lou needs a shirt that says type, type, type. I used to have a shirt that said type, 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 type. I had a shirt in real small letters. It said type, 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 and then right in the middle it said 1980. Type, 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 type. But then Georgia won the Natty in 21, and the whole 1980 thing went away. What do you think of Travis Hunter's fiance? I don't know her or anything about her, so I don't have an opinion on her. Uncle Lou, what is your early thoughts on the Rose Bowl? That's Oregon, Ohio State. I think it's going to be a good game. I don't think anybody can beat Ohio State if they play up to their potential. I think Ohio State, when they play their best, is the best team in the country. I don't think anybody else's best could beat Ohio State's best. But they haven't played at their best consistently over the course of the season, so we'll see. But it's hard to go against Ohio State. I mean, Oregon's a really good team, but it's hard to go against Oregon too. I mean, I think it's going to be a great game. It's a shame this game's being played in this round, but I think it'll be really good. Fun fact, Lou, Travis Hunter was driving his fiance to parties and waiting 3 hours for her to come out. Yeah, that has no effect on me at all. I couldn't care less what's going on with Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. Tennessee was ranked number 1 for 1 week in November. That's one of the most popular selling shirts of all time on the LouTube t-shirt store. Who does the name Josh Dobbs scare you? No. Does it scare you? Lou, you remember when Miss State was number 1? They were number 1 in the first ever playoff ranking, weren't they? Loved when you ripped the 1980 shirt off after the first natty. Yeah, long time coming on that. Kansas State scored. Avery Johnson, a 2-yard quarterback run. Kansas State retakes the lead, 9-7. An extra point will make it 10. I've got Kansas State -4 in the first half, so I need Kansas State to play some defense and score again is what I need. If it wasn't for Brock Bowers and Ladd McConkey, it would be 1980 forever. Yeah, man. If national title winning teams didn't have any good players, they'd never win natties. Boy, you figured out some kind of a riddle there, didn't you? You cracked the code. If somehow you could just prevent teams from getting good players, they'd probably never win a natty. Boy, that's mind-blowing, bud. That's absolutely mind-blowing. If Georgia didn't have good players, they wouldn't have won the natty. Oh, yeah? Wow. Wow, man. You're an absolute fucking genius. Holy shit. Man. That's unbelievable, man. You should write a book. You need to call and tell somebody about that. Do the coaches know about that? You know who you should call? You should call everybody on Georgia's future schedule and tell them that. You'll they can figure out a way to keep Georgia from getting good players. That way Georgia won't win. Wow. Man, you're going to break football with that kind of groundbreaking fucking information you're handing out here for free in the comments section, dude. Wow. If Georgia wouldn't have had 2 good players, they wouldn't have won anything. Wow. Damn, man. Holy shit, man. Are you gifted by any chance? You're gifted, aren't you? You seem gifted. Hashtag 1998, type, 9-3, join a conference, hashtag SUDI ACC. Boy, you got them all there. Hawk City got Tennessee with a 1998, type, 9-3, that's Alabama. And join a conference, that's Notre Dame, hashtag SUDI ACC, that's Florida State. Boy. Wow, 2nd and goal, Pitt gets to the goal line and gets stoned. 3rd and goal coming up for Pitt from the goal line. A touchdown would win the game. Toledo kicked a field goal in the second overtime. So they're up 3. If Pitt scores here, it's game over. 3rd and goal from inside the 1 coming up. Some of these people are retarded, says Girth Brook. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good portion of them. Good portion of them, too. Does Lou smoke the old devil's lettuce? No, not very often, no. I mean, probably less than 5 or 10 times my whole life have I smoked weed. If you open a door, you can go through it and then shut it. I wonder why State always stinks. Do you need good players to win games, Lou? Yeah, Sven, you need to talk to this guy in the comments section, man. He can tell you what Mississippi State needs to do to get good, but now I don't know his full, manifesto, but the basic premise that he has is that you need good players. Now, I'm just an idiot with a YouTube channel and a camera, phone, and a microphone and all that. So I'm not, don't take my word for it, but I think what the guy was suggesting is that if you have good players, you're more likely to win than if you don't have good players, I think. It's hard to believe they're paying some of these coaches $10 million a year, and this guy in the comments section just cracked the code for free. Pitt throws. Oh, my God. Pitt had a guy wide open in the end zone on a 3-yard throw when they blew it. Wow. Oh, 3rd and goal from inside the 1. They run a trick play. The guy was wide open and he just overthrew it. What in the world, man? Come on. That's the biggest come on man of all time. Now it's 4th and goal. What do? They're going to kick a field goal from inside the 1 yard line because they fucked up that 3rd and goal. Holy shit. Field goal is good. We're going to overtime number 3. Wow. All right, Noah. We'll see you later, bud. All right, Rutgers with the ball after Kansas State has retaken the lead 10-7. 1st and 10 for Rutgers on their own 25. Shotgun and 3 wide. Snap. Handoff. Hitting the backfield. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 2nd and 10 coming up now for Rutgers. I'm getting hungry. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Hey, what's up, Joe? Good to see you in here, buddy. Merry Christmas. Hope you had a good day yesterday. I'm sure you did. 2nd and 10 now for Rutgers on their own 25. They're down 10-7, 14-20 to go. Back to throw, looking over the middle, going deep down the middle. Has a man caught in stride into the red zone all the way down to the 15. Wow, about what is that, a 70-yard play? A deep post route, and the safety got whipped. Or was that the corner? That was the corner. Safety got sucked up on run coverage, and the corner just couldn't keep up. Wide receiver literally ran right by him. Great throw by the Rutgers QB. Track meet here so far in this Rutgers-Kansas State game. Every team is, they've both scored every time they've had the ball. Smoked barbecue wings. We're having gumbo. We're having gumbo today. Lou, did I bet on this game? Yeah, I have under 52, which doesn't look good. And I have Kansas State -4 in the first half, which doesn't look good. But that's all right. We can always live bet the game and make our money back. So maybe that's what we'll do at halftime. Rutgers back to throw on 2nd and 8. Pass incomplete off the hands of the intended receiver around the 10-yard line. 3rd and 8. Need to hold them to a field goal here, K-State. Lou is like UGA degenerated gambler. He will have a bet on this, Randall. You're eating Frito pie? I don't know what that is. Rutgers into the end zone, incomplete. 4th and 8. Rutgers will have to settle for a field goal to try to tie the game up here with 13 minutes to go. Pitt, quarterback, throws into the end zone, caught, wide open, touchdown, Pitt. They're going to take the lead in the 3rd overtime. Toledo's going to get a chance with the ball, though. What do you think about Sunbelt Billy? Well, what? They went 7-5. Florida's terrible, man. Giving Sunbelt Billy a raise and an extension is the best thing that ever happened to the rest of the SEC, but it's no good for Florida. That guy's terrible, man. He don't know what he's doing. Don't know what he's doing. You actually like Sunbelt Billy? Holy shit. Well, I'm not surprised. You think Carson Beck sucks. No wonder you like Sunbelt Billy. Dan Mullen had a better record through 3 years than Napier, and it's not even close. Yeah, nowhere near close. Billy Napier's fucking horrible. Toledo going, we're into 2-point conversions now. Toledo going for 2 to tie it up. VicTube says, I support Sunbelt Billy. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. Sunbelt Billy for life. Give him a lifetime contract. I'm all for that. Thank you for respecting the faith during Christmas. What? What faith? I have faith in Gunnar Stockton that he can get the job done. Christmas or not, doesn't matter. 2-point conversion for Toledo to tie it up. It's good. Tied at 42. We're headed to the 4th overtime now. Lou believes in Krampus. Isn't that a movie? I don't think I've ever seen it, but isn't Krampus a like horror movie about Christmas or something? Yeah, Dan Mullen might be walking into a good situation at UNLV. No expectations, not even in the Power Four. Fly under the radar out there. Lou believes in Davis Warren Christ. Is that the tight end for Penn State? Yeah, he's one of my favorite players. I don't know who is. No. Davis Warren is the quarterback for Michigan. Nobody believes in him, do they? Nobody believes in him, do they? All right, Toledo, 2-point conversion in the fourth overtime is good. They take a 2-point lead. Pitt will have to convert another 2-point conversion now to send it to a fifth overtime. I don't think anybody has faith in Davis Warren. If I was the Michigan head coaches, I'd have faith in the transfer portal, and I'd go find me a quarterback out of there. That's what I would do. It's what they should have done last year, and they didn't. All right, Bo Hunting. We'll see you later, bud. Sunbelt Billy proved all you haters wrong. How did it? What? By going 7-5? Boy, Florida fans are down so bad, they're literally celebrating 5 lost seasons. Let me guess, DJ Lagway's really good too? What did he have, 12 interceptions and 10 touchdowns? Or 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions? Game over. Pitt takes a 40-yard sack on a 2-point conversion. That's hard to do there. How do you take a 40-yard sack on a 2-point conversion? There's flags down. I don't know if this is going to be some kind of celebration penalty or what, but there is a flag down. Did you have a good birthday yesterday? Contrary to popular belief, I am not the son of God. So yesterday was not my birthday. But thank you, Andy Kicklighter. It's been so long since Florida mattered that their fans think 5 lost seasons are good and reason to celebrate. Oh, we got to give Napier an extension. He only lost 5 games. Oh, boy. Kirby hadn't lost 5 games total since before COVID, has it? First and 10 for K-State, all tied up at 10 in that one. Rutgers just kicked a field goal to tie it up. Short gain, maybe a couple of yards there. Second and 8 coming up for K-State. 12:40 to go in the first half. We've got Kansas State -4 in the first half, so we need a touchdown here from Kansas State. What penalty did they call in this Pitt-Toledo game? So the quarterback was sacked for a 40-yard loss, but I guess the play didn't count. There was a penalty. What was the penalty? What was the penalty? Anybody know? Holding on the defense? Dang. All right, so they get another shot to tie it up here. We're in the fourth overtime, so they're doing the back-and-forth 2-point conversion deals here. Toledo scored to start the fourth overtime, so they're up by 2. Pitt has to score to tie it and send it to another overtime. Dan Mullet's wife is going to enjoy kissing those UNLV players, the recruits and the players. Oh, yeah. Does she still do that? Does Dan Mullen's wife still sexually assault the players on the team when they get off the bus? Plus, she looks like a White Walker. Have you ever seen Dan Mullen's wife? She looks like a White Walker from Game of Thrones. It's a little strange. Penn State got caught holding once. Lou, my cousin, went to a football camp with KJ Bolden. Oh, yeah? All right, Pitt's lined up now on the 1.5-yard line. They need a 2-point conversion. We're in the fourth overtime, so it's the back-and-forth 2-point conversion. So they need to score to tie it up. Quarterback keep. I don't think he got it. No, he didn't get it. Stuffed at the goal line. Toledo wins for the second time in the last 30 seconds. They're going to review it. They're going to review it. They're going to review it. There's been a lot of fights in this game. Y'all been watching this game? There's been a lot of fights in this game, too. We almost had another one just now. Toledo's entire team ran over to the pit bench after they thought the game was over. Here's the replay. Oh, that is a touchdown. That is a touchdown. Wow. They're going to reverse this. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Wow. I'm pretty sure that's a touchdown. 2nd and 10 for Rutgers. Kansas State had to punt it away. Just under 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. All tied up at 10 apiece in the Rate Bowl. Rutgers 2nd and 10. Handoff has room. First down and then some. 40, 50, 60, 70-yard gain again by Rutgers. Out of bounds at the 10. That's back-to-back possessions where Rutgers has had 70-yard plays. A pass last time. This time just a long run. Number 19, that's on you, buddy. That's on you, 19. It's going to be 1st and goal for Rutgers again. This just in, Kirk Herbstreit is having Dale Bramlett on as a guest picker for the Sugar Bowl. Plot twist. Instead of UJ and Notre Dame playing, Dale will just pick the winner. That makes sense, Andrew. Matt Dog says, what's up, Lou? Happy holidays. Happy to at least have some football to watch. Yeah. Is there another game coming on later, too? I think it's a dog shit game, though. What is it? Arkansas State and Bowling Green. Yeah, it's a dog shit game. There's another game coming on, too. Oh, we hit the goal again. All right. Let's reset. We hit the goal again. We got to reset it again. All right, y'all want me to change the camera this time? I'll do push-ups again. Since y'all got mad last time I didn't change the camera. There you go. Is that good? Oh, y'all are killing me. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 8, 9, 10. All right. Matt Dog says, what's up, Lou? Happy holidays. Happy to at least have some... Oh, we read that. Thank you, Andrew, Matt Dog, and Manning for life for the super chats. I appreciate that. Easy on the ticker at 46. Well, that's why I'm starting to exercise, because so I don't have a heart attack. I'm so out of shape, it's ridiculous. Hit the thumbs up, you degenerate football fans. Let's go for football. Stop mistreating Uncle Lou. Yeah, stop mistreating me. That would be ideal. Lou, no more push-ups. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I got to start exercising. All right, we're in the 5th overtime. Pitt with the ball on the 3-yard line. Back to throw this time. Into the end zone. Caught. So Pitt converts their 2-point conversion in the 5th overtime. Toledo will now get the ball with a chance to tie it up. Lou, with auto super chats, you can buy a new fancy camera that has a remote to move it up and down. I don't need all that. I'm not so out of shape that I can't do this. You know, I'm not so out of shape that I can't be bothered to do that. So we're good. Do jumping jacks? Well, push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. We'll figure it out as we go. Why can't you give Sunbelt Billy props for keeping his team together and motivated? Because we don't pay coaches $10 million to keep their team together and be motivated. We pay him $10 million a year to win games, and he doesn't win. He just went 7-5, and that's the best season he's ever had. He's not any good, buddy. He fucking sucks. I'm not going to coddle you just because you're a Florida fan who's so used to losing that you think 7-5 is a good season. I'm not going to do that. 100 push-ups every time you lose a bet? 100? What? It'd take me a week to do 100. Run on a treadmill. I can't run. If Toledo loses, still had a great season, plus they beat an SEC team on the road. Oregon roster equals 23 million. Lou, my fiance is pregnant. Feel bad that my kid is going to have to experience the pain of being a South Carolina fan. I don't know. South Carolina finished the season pretty high. I haven't started to look into next year yet, so I don't know who's coming back and who's leaving and all that kind of shit with the teams for next year. But I know Lenore Sellers will be back, and he's probably the best quarterback in the SEC this year. I think Carolina makes the playoffs next year, says JC. Toledo just hit another 2-point conversion. We're going to a 6th overtime now. They need to change these overtime rules. This is ridiculous. They need to change these overtime rules. It's just ridiculous at this point. 17-10, Rutgers up over Kansas State. 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. We're down bad on the Pay-Lou movement. We had Kansas State -4. Damn, that's not looking smart, is it? No, it's not. Not looking smart at all, actually. Not looking smart at all. What was the over-under on the Pitt game? I have no idea. But the over hit a long time ago. Toledo scores in the 6th overtime, so now Pitt will have the ball with a chance to tie it up and send it to a 7th overtime. I mean, I think y'all should build a statue for Billy Napier that says, I only lost 5 games in 2024. Uh-oh, long play by Kansas State. Oh, no. That shit off the sideline, man. You're going to get somebody hurt over there, bud. Big play by Kansas State, though, with 7:48 to go in the second quarter. A reverse to the wide receiver. He got to the sideline and was gone across the midfield all the way down to around the 30-yard line. He was pushed out of bounds. 1st and 10, K-State with 7.5 to go until halftime. 3 wide. Pitt with the ball. They need a 2-point conversion to go to another overtime. 48-46, Toledo up on Pitt in the 6th overtime. Toledo has already scored in the 6th overtime, so Pitt needs to score to send it to another overtime. I want a coach's race / boxing match if it goes to 10 overtimes. Pass complete to Dylan Edwards. Lots of room. 10-5. Touchdown K-State. Let's go. K-State has tied it up. Defense completely optional in that bowl game there. It's starting to look like an NBA All-Star game. Here comes the 2-point conversion for Pitt. They need to score to tie it up. Steps up in the pocket. Throws. Incomplete. Toledo wins. No flags. Toledo wins. Here comes the extra point for Kansas State. It's good. 17 apiece in that one. So Toledo beats Pitt. They sent a blitz, all kind of pressure on the quarterback. He was being dragged to the ground as he threw it, and the ball came up way short in the end zone, incomplete. And that was it. Toledo beats Pitt. Jeremy Morris, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I'm a diehard Gator fan, and some of these other fans are very delusional. I hate Sunbelt Billy. I want him gone. 7-5 is nothing to be proud about. Captain Tripp says, I have a couple episodes of Tybo on VHS I can send you. I remember that Tybo. What was that guy's name? It was a black guy that used to advertise the Tybo. Tybo. There was another real popular one too. One of those like workout P90X. You remember that one? You remember P90X? P90X. Sunbelt Billy, toughest schedule, both QBs injured. No, Georgia had a tougher schedule than Florida. And Georgia went 10-2 and won the SEC while you lost 5 fucking games. So, you're just absolute fucking dog shit, my man. The fact that you're even bragging about a 5-loss season just shows you how down bad Florida is. That a 5-loss season is considered good by some fans. That's amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Kansas State and Rutgers is a running bowl. Didn't see one throw in the last 5 minutes. That's about what the Georgia Notre Dame game is going to look like, too. 1st and 10 for Rutgers, all tied up at 17. 6:44 to go until halftime. 3 wide, quarterback in a shotgun waiting on the snap. There it is. He's going to throw it this time over the middle. Is that caught? Referee says yes. 1st down, Rutgers, gain of about 13 on a slant over the middle. I have the Susan Powder workout on VHS. I don't know that one. Buns of Steel. I remember Buns of Steel. Buns of Steel. Oh, shit. Buns of Steel. All right, we can turn the second TV off here. I don't know if Pitt can get a bigger coach over Narduzzi. Looks like they hold on to him. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Pitt looking to get rid of him. That was an absolute collapse for Pitt, though, the second half of the season. I mean, I know the schedule was, the scheduling was kind of set up that way. They had the easier teams at the beginning and the harder teams at the end, but to start 7-0 and then lose now your sixth game in a row to finish 7-6, yeah, that's a tough look there. That's a tough look. 6 losses. That's one more than Florida. Wow. You know how bad you have to be to lose more games than Florida did? I don't know. Maybe they might give Narduzzi a raise and an extension. You know, down at Florida, 5 losses is considered a generational year. 6 losses ain't that much worse. Might need to give Narduzzi a statue and an extension like Florida's doing with Napier. Know what I mean? That Florida fan probably thinks Lincoln Riley is coach of the year. Second and 10 from Rutgers. Let's see if Kansas State can play some defense here. 6:06 to go. Need Kansas State to get the ball back and score. Back to throw. Rutgers looks, fires. Wow, complete. Nearly intercepted, but it's complete. And a flag in the secondary, so they're probably going to get Kansas State for pass interference. They're going to decline the penalty since it was caught. But boy, these defenses are absolute fucking dog shit, ain't they? Both of these defenses are just horrendous. I mean, just horrendous. But did the Pitt coach know he needs to try and get good players? Well, that's the thing, Thunder Ducky. No one knew that until today, when the guy in the comment section broke that news to us. That's a revolutionary idea, that you need good football players to win games. Going deep. That one's overthrown and incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Yeah, guy told us earlier in the chat. Said Georgia wouldn't win any games if they didn't have such good players. I was like, whoa. Maybe you're onto something there. It might be true. I mean, that could be true. I'm not gonna call him a liar. Towards the Lou Health movement. Thank you, Ricola. Pitt and Toledo had a 6 overtime game. Yeah, we've been watching it. Where you been? There's another completed pass for 25 yards. The average play's got to be 15, 20 yards for both of these teams. This is absolute insanity on the defensive side of the ball. This is literally like watching an NBA All-Star game where the score ends up being 240 to 210. Handoff this time, and guess what? 20, 10, 5, untouched into the end zone, 25-yard touchdown run. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unfucking real. The over is free money here. Yeah, if you already betted it is. Defense is optional. Yeah, this is and it's not like long drives. It's 3 and 4 play touchdown drives. Here comes the extra point. Snap, hold, kick. Good. 24-17, Rutgers retakes the lead. Are they playing in a baseball stadium? I have no idea. I've got no idea. Enough time for 2 more touchdowns? Oh, yeah, plenty of time for 2 more touchdowns in this track meet game. Let me go get some water. Pitt ended the season on a 6-game losing streak. Yeah, we were talking about that. I could see this OT and 1 up that Pitt and Toledo game. Do 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 do. What are we doing here? It's a fair question. The Bears and the Seahawks play tonight too. Let's not forget about that. Let's see what the live line is on this game. The live point spread is Kansas State -1.5, even though they're down a touchdown. The live total right now is 73.5. 73.5 is the live total in this game. That's unreal. Unreal. Kansas State currently a 1.5 point favorite. Lou, are you an NFL fan? No. I don't think the ACC has even won a single game this bowl season. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's not as fun as it used to be to laugh or brag about conference bowl records anymore, because these games have become completely meaningless. No one plays in them. The ones that do play don't take it serious. Bean Supreme, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, I have to say something about Texas A&M being on the weird back list. They can't. Why? Because they were never there. Haven't won a title since before World War II. I nominate Auburn. Their fans are being loud after this 2025 class. Well, we'll see. We will see. I'll be debuting the weird back list after the national championship game. Kansas State goes deep, overthrows a wide open Dylan Edwards who was streaking down the sideline. Would have walked into the end zone. 2nd and 10. Avery Johnson put a little bit too much on that one. I'm going to need Kansas State to go over 28 points to hit. What, for the first half? Or the if you're talking about the game, they're going way over 28 for the game. You don't have to worry about that. Handoff on 2nd and 10, picks up about 4. It's going to be 3rd and 6 now on their own 29. Total game, that's a winner, dude. They're going to score in the 40s. USC versus Texas A&M in the We're Back Bowl. Yeah, could just put the loser of that game on the We're Back list and call it a day. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Shotgun for Avery Johnson. Back to throw on 3rd and 6. Looks over the middle, throws over the middle, caught wide open. Across the 40 to the 45, 1st and 10 K-State, just under 4 minutes to go in the half now. Somebody just asked Lou if he was betting playoff games. Is water wet? Yeah. I don't have any bets yet on the playoff games, but I'll probably end up betting them all. Yeah, I'll probably end up betting them all. 1st and 10 for K-State now. They keep it on the ground. Cuts it upfield. Huge hole across midfield. Another 1st down. Gain of about 13. Chunk plays all over the place for both teams in this game. Uncle Lou, who's your favorite non-Power 4 team, or do you have one? UNLV, bud. They're my home away from hometown team. Hashtag LouNLV. Which playoff game are you most looking forward to besides Georgia and Notre Dame? Oh, well, Oregon, Ohio State. I think that's everybody. The other 2 games are expected to be blowouts. Doesn't mean they will be, but they're expected to be. Boise beat UNLV 2 times this year. Yeah, beat them by, I think, 7 in the regular season and by 10 or something in the conference championship game, something like that. I'm way overweight. Yeah, UNLV was 1 game away from the playoffs. Had they beat Boise State, they would be in the playoffs instead of Boise State. Interception, Kansas State. Jesus Christ. Oh, Lou Jr. loves his truck. Yeah, Lou Jr. loves his truck. He had me out there yesterday putting lights and shit on the inside of it. Some kind of LED light strip things he got. He had me out there mounting lights up on the fucking footwell. Kids love those LED lights on their trucks nowadays. Yeah, my daughter's got them all over her Jeep, too. She's got the ground lights, the underneath lights, and she's got the LED lights all on the inside, too. .240 to go. 1st and 10 for Rutgers following a Kansas State interception. Rutgers keeps it on the ground for a gain of 2 or 3. 2nd and 7 coming up now for Rutgers. Pimp my ride? Yeah, well, just about. Clemson won an ACC title. They don't count. Yeah, Clemson can't go on the We're Back list. They don't qualify. You got to go at least 10 years. I love people getting in the corner of non-Power 4 or 5 team as a secondary team like UNLV. I mean, I honestly don't give a shit about UNLV. I can't name one player on their team, but I do go to Vegas a lot. UNLV is in Vegas. And it sounds cool to say UNLV, but I honestly don't give a shit about UNLV. USC Trojans fucked up big time on their coaching hire again, and again. Yeah, and what's funny is everybody told them that too, but they didn't listen, and neither did the Southern Cal fans either. Southern Cal fans didn't want to listen to reason, but now they do. Is the Pac-12 conference coming back in 2026? I don't think so, no. I live in Louisiana, so it's LSU and everybody else, says G-Man. I'm a Buckeye fan, went to Bowling Green High School, so my second team is Bowling Green. Georgia's going on another 40-year drought. Oh, no. Oh, man. Yeah, you just made me real mad, man. Oh, no. USC was stupid letting Ed Orgeron go. LSU ain't even the best team in Louisiana. You think Tulane would beat LSU? Did you say Lou Jr. got a truck? He's already driving. He turned 16 in January, and yeah, we got him a truck. Yeah, we got him a truck. Lou Jr.'s been on my channel since he was 6 years old, since he was in first grade. And there's videos on my channel of Lou Jr. in first grade. Uncle Lou, do a 100 sit-up is easy. No, I'm doing 10 at a time every time we hit the goal. No, he's not squatting it. He's not squatting it. I put the lights on it for him. I got the fucking speaker shit in there for him, but that's it. Lou, how much do you bench? Shit. I haven't been on a bench press in 20 years. I have no idea. I don't work out. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I don't work out. I'd be shocked if Mizzou is ranked like how they were this year. Yeah, well, they're losing Luther Burden, and I think the quarterback, too. Lou, what's your 40 time? I can't run, my man. Workout on gumbo. I'm gonna give that gumbo a serious workout as soon as it's done. Uncle Lou is built like the Terminator. I'm not trying to start exercising so I can get a bunch of muscles. I'm trying to start exercising so I can just be physically in better shape. Hard to believe right now, but I really think Oklahoma State will make a huge comeback next year. The university seems all in or bust, but fingers crossed. Yeah, this year was a complete and total fucking fail for Oklahoma State. I mean, this is one of the worst years they've had in a long, long time. They were really, really bad. Remember when USC was actually good in 2000? Well, 2000, 2004, 2005. They were really good in the mid-2000s. Lou, you should invest in some good compression socks if you stand during game. I used them in the operating room and my legs are happier for it. Well, I wear shoes. Do I still need the socks? Can't I just wear these? Dunks? I'm just going to stick... I either wear Dunks or Jordans when I do these streams. Do I need special socks too, or are the shoes good enough? No, I don't want no steroids. I ain't interested in getting all beefed up. I just want to get in better shape so I don't die when I'm 60. Socks that hug around your calves? Yeah, I don't know. That sounds hot. That sounds hot. 1st and 10, 1:49 to go until halftime. Handoff. On 1st and 10. Might have gained a yard. That's about it. Say what you want about Southern Cal, they still got the best fight song in the world and a song. I agree with you on the fight song, actually. I know everybody thinks their own team's fight song is the best, but I do think Southern Cal's has the best song. Get you some Bombas socks. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Honestly. Oh, gumbo time. Thanks, accept me. This is awesome. Gumbo, y'all mad about it? Shrimp and sausage gumbo. Let's let that cool for a minute, though. We're going to let that cool for a minute, though. That's cap. Nobody has a better fight song than South Carolina. South Carolina would be way, 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 way down everyone's list. People don't even know South Carolina's fight song. South Carolina is known for their entrance song. Nobody even knows what South Carolina's fight song is. Lou, you should hop on test. What is that? Hop on test? What? What does that even mean? No gumbo. Drop and give me 10. Yeah, not happening. Not happening, bud. I am going to eat the gumbo. And I'm not dropping and giving you 10 until we hit the goal again. Test is testosterone? No, I don't have no interest in all that shit. And getting muscular and all that. I don't got no interest in that. I just want to be in better shape so I don't die when I'm 60. That's it. That's it. Lou is getting in shape for an NIL deal. Luckily, the people I make NIL deals with don't give a fuck what kind of shape I'm in. You know? Prize Picks, Manscaped, whatever else. They don't give a fuck what kind of shape I'm in when I sign my NIL deals with them. Excellent choice on the gumbo. Had seafood gumbo today with alligator, duck, and crawfish. Are alligators and ducks seafood?
No.
I don't think alligators and ducks are seafood.
I mean, maybe alligator, but...
Are crawfish even seafood? Don't
Yes,
they just live in the mud?
Great question.
I don't think any of that is seafood, bud. Does being in shape help during the Slob Olympics? It couldn't hurt. The Slob Olympics is March 7th through 10th. Lou, are you going to get a politized membership? Uncle Lou's the guy smoking heaters in the locker room. Oh, Pilates? No, isn't that like some kind of weird stretching and shit? Yeah, I ain't got no interest in that. We hit the goal again. I think Nebraska will make the most sense to be on the We're Back list. There's a lot of people that agree with you. I'll tell you that. All right, we hit the goal again, so let me reset it again, and then I'll get to the sit-ups before I eat. I appreciate y'all doing that before I ate instead of right after. That was nice of you. I do appreciate that. That will make it a little easier. All right, I did push-ups the first 2 times. I'm going to do sit-ups this time. I did push-ups the first 2. We'll do sit-ups this time. And yes, I'll change the camera for you again so you can laugh at me as I'm doing them. Okay? Take my shoes off in that. Oh, boy. All right. Sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was harder than the push-ups. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10.
There you go.
All right. All right, there we go. Yeah, my fitness is down real bad. That's the point. I'm see, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. But I do want to get in better shape. So I'm kind of doing a New Year's resolution, but I'm starting it today, which is not New Year's. So I can tell myself it's not a New Year's resolution, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. But in my mind, it does. Play sick 'em dogs while you exercise. Will that help? I mean, I'm willing to try just about anything, I guess. Halftime and it's 27-17. We got to figure out what bet we're going to make at halftime.
These are bowl games?
Yeah. All right, I'll let you know when the second half line comes out and we can decide what bet we want to make on the second half. My bet is that Lou passes out from all the exercise. That's about as close to a lock as you can get, I think.
Don't bet that.
That's about as close to a lock as you can get. Put some hot sauce on this gumbo. Is that good for exercise? I'm gonna add some hot sauce to this gumbo, you know, for exercise reasons. Call-in show tonight. We're doing a type-in show right now. Yeah, we're doing a type-in show right now. This looks really hot. Like, there's a lot of smoke coming off of this. Is that normal? I better wait another few minutes.
Well, it just did come off the stove, so.
When are you rage quitting this show and starting the call-in show? I don't have no reason to rage quit it. So if I don't rage quit, then I don't have to start anything. I can just do a type-in show. Don't do jumping jacks. All your helmets will fall down. I'm not fat or overweight. That has nothing to do with it. I don't want to exercise. It's not because I'm fat, and it's not because I want to get a bunch of muscles. I'm just generally out of shape, and I'm 46 years old, and I just don't want to die when I'm 60. And I do no exercise at all, period. My job is to sit in a chair all day. That's what I do. I get no physical activity at all, really. And so I'm just trying to start exercising a little just to be generally healthier, not because I need to lose a bunch of weight. I mean, I don't weigh but about 170 pounds. And I don't need a bunch of muscles. I just want to be generally in better shape. That's all. I don't have a standing desk, but I stand up anyway, like I'm standing now. Most Tennessee fans are down bad, but not me, because I know that Lou will pat me on my little head. Now, you're going to have to go over to Juice Poop for that treatment. He'll pat you on your head, tell you how good you are and how good you're going to be. Cola, thank you for the super chat. He says, damn, Lou, we need you on P90X ASAP. No, I think that's a muscle gaining thing. I don't need a bunch of muscles. Merry Christmas, Uncle Lou, and Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, Jarrett. Ohio State fan here. Nothing but respect for Tennessee fans for seeing how many of them showed up for the game. They do travel, that is for sure. They love watching their team lose on the road. Tennessee fans love watching their team lose on the road. Oh, yeah, so they're willing to travel. They are willing to travel in that. I can't run, David. David, I bought tickets to the hockey game today that we're all going to, and there's only 2 left. So if you think you might want to go to that hockey game, it's January 26th. It's Sunday. So we all get there Saturday on the 25th. The hockey game is Sunday the 26th. I bought 7 tickets all together. They're $75 a piece. So if you want to go, let me know and I'll save one for you. Because I don't know who all is going to be there, but I bought 7 and 5 of them are already gone. Lou, you should start taking creatine. I'm not taking any. I take melatonin at night to sleep and Flintstone vitamins in the morning. I'm not taking anything. I'm not taking anything else. All this shit y'all are taking is why y'all are so sick all the fucking time. Quit taking all that shit. I don't take medicine. Or creatine or fucking protein shakes or
What the fuck is creatine?
whatever other dumb shit y'all are putting in y'all's bodies. Fucking Lipitor. All that shit. Gabapentin and all that. I'm not, No. Don't take none of that shit. Not gonna either. Yeah, that's fine, David. Whenever. David, you can give it to me whenever. It doesn't have to be any time. If you want one, I wanted to ask you, so I set one aside for you. So I'm gonna set one aside for you. You just get with me whenever. I don't need no Viagra. Not yet. I might at some point, but I don't need none yet. Yeah, David, I was going to text you, but since I saw you in here, I just figured I'd mention it, but I just need to know if you want one, so I make sure I set one aside for you, but you just get with me whenever on the 75. It doesn't matter. Hot sauces lose Viagra. I like hot sauce, but I don't like really hot sauce. So, I like the pussy shit like Texas Pete. And what's the other one like Tabasco sauce? Tabasco sauce and Texas Pete. I like the flavor of it, not necessarily the hotness. Like, I'm not trying to eat no fucking ghost pepper bullshit or whatever else y'all. No, I'm not gonna do all that. But I'll put hot sauce on just about anything. Y'all ever put hot sauce on your mashed potatoes? Now, before you laugh or say anything stupid, just try it. That's all I'm saying. Just a little bit. Just try it. Try it. Just put a little hot sauce on your mashed potatoes next time. And of course on your fried chicken. But everybody knows about that, don't they? Doesn't everybody know about the hot sauce on your fried chicken? Ohio State owns the SEC. You have a weird definition of owning. Isn't Ohio State 3-13 all time against the SEC? Yeah, they are. Ohio State would have to beat the SEC 10 or 11 times in a row just to tie the series. Poverty. Absolute poverty. Yeah, macaroni and cheese too. You can put hot sauce on. Lou, you should come up here to Nashville and try some hot chicken. I ain't got no issues in hot chicken, man. I just like the flavor of the pussy hot sauce, like Texas Pete. Notre Dame will beat Georgia by 2 scores, taking all bets. You're lying. You're lying. Because I'll take that bet right now. You give me 14 points, I'll take the bet right now. Any amount of money you want to bet up to $1,000. I get Georgia plus 14. But you're lying. There's a 0% chance you'll actually do it. You're just typing and you're full of shit. I've seen people come in here with the dumb shit before. There's a 0% chance you're willing to give 14 points on the Georgia game. You don't have the money or the nuts, one of the two. You do have the ability to type, which is a minor miracle, but there's no way you have a combination of nuts and money, or else you wouldn't have typed that. But in case you are that rare breed of stupidity who actually happens to have money and nuts, yes, I will take that bet at plus 14. As much money as you want, up to $1,000. Did your internet go out, bud? $50, send the money. You got your chest poked way far out to be doing $50 bets, bud. But if that's what you want to do, that's fine. Here. You got 10 minutes to send the money to one of those two places. There's the PayPal, there's the Cash App. You got 10 minutes to send the money. If you don't send it, it's not a bet. Hey, I appreciate that, Drew. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your year, too, and Happy New Year. I'll bet you $150 at plus 14? How are there this many people dumb? How are there this many dumb people in here with money? Yeah, send the money. You got, what did I give the other guy? 10 minutes? You got 10 minutes. I just posted the links. They're also in the description of the video. Send the money to my Cash App or my PayPal. I'm going to check it in 10 minutes. If you haven't sent the money in 10 minutes, it's not a bet. I love it when a plan comes together. That was really good. Thank you. Is there more?
There is more.
Yeah, I don't want any now, but I might eat some later.
Okay. I heard you say you were hungry, so I started dinner.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was really good. Really good.
Chat summary says viewers in the chat are reacting to a user named Lou discussing college football.
Lou!
That damn Lou makes me so mad I just can't stop watching.
Wow.
He makes me so mad I just have to watch him.
Yeah, don't forget, no trolling. Droovy, thank you.
Droovy, thank you. No trolling.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. I do my best. I do my best.
Yeah, the poll is pretty overwhelming. Let's check the results. According to the poll of the chat, 92% say no. Neither one of those woozies will send the money. 7% say yes. They will send the money. The woozies will send the money. Technically, you don't pay up until the game is over. No, you pay now if you want to make a bet with Lou. I'm not tracking down some anonymous numbnuts in the comment section over $50. If you want to make a bet, you send me the money. You said $50. You got to send me $50 if you want to make the bet. If you win the bet, I send you $100. If you lose the bet, I keep your $50. It's that simple. I've been making bets this way on here for 3 or 4 years. I'm not making an exception to some anonymous troll in the comment section named Christopher Motley, so that the second you lose that bet, you can either disappear from this channel forever and I'll have no way of finding you to break your legs, or you'll just change your screen name and continue to type dumb shit. In either case, I'm out $50, so we're not doing that. I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a dumbass bet today. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, CFM. Thank you for the super chat, buddy. Christopher Ranch, I must have missed this from earlier. I apologize. Or Cowpoke Ranch. He says, this may sound nerdy to a lot of people, but college football means a lot more than people realize. It's almost a part of your life, and for them to do that this season, well, it hurt. He's talking about Oklahoma State. No, I think people do actually realize how important college football is to people. You know, for a long time, the South in particular didn't have any pro football teams. And football in the South culturally is more tied to college football than it is the NFL. And it does mean a lot to people. Not just in the South, but the South in particular. But college football means a whole hell of a lot to a lot of people. Yeah, Notre Dame minus 14 at even money. That's what he said he wanted to do. All right, Chris sent the bet. So everybody, the 7% of you that typed yes on the woozy poll were right. All right, let's write this down. Thank you for the Christmas gift, bud. Writing it down so I don't forget. Hashtag or $sign. All right. You have Notre Dame minus 14. All right. Got it written down in my copious notes, so you don't have to worry about me losing it. Looks like the other guy's internet quit working, I reckon. Notre Dame's got to win or 15. Yeah, Notre Dame's got to win by 15 or more. If they win by 14, it's a push, and I'll send him his $50 back. If Notre Dame wins by 13 or less or loses, then I win the bet. can just consider it a super chat. Well, it's actually even better than a super chat because YouTube steals half the super chat. He sent that on Cash App. They don't steal half. So that's even better than a super chat. What's Kirby's biggest playoff loss? Well, he's never technically lost a playoff game. He lost a national title game in 2017, but he's never technically lost a playoff game. He's 3-0 in playoff games. Oh, y'all forgot to tell me to to bet. What are we betting in the second half on this game? Y'all were supposed to give me a bet to make on the second half of this game. Tell me what to bet. What are we betting here? The live line is Kansas State +4. I feel like taking that. Should I take Kansas State? Now it's +5. Let's take Kansas State +5. Is that a good bet? All right. Kansas State +5. Fuck it. It's just money. Don't worry. I'm betting the $50 that guy just donated to me. Rutgers would have been the better bet. Lou, who's you like between OU and Navy? I am worried that Oklahoma might lose that game and embarrass the SEC. That would be a really bad loss to lose to a service academy. That would be embarrassing to lose to a service academy. But I'm worried. And you know, apparently a lot of people are worried because Oklahoma is only like a 2 or a 3 point favorite in that game when I looked this morning. So I don't even know if I'll bet that game. I might bet the under. Maybe I'll just bet the under. I don't know. LSU Baylor. I'm probably going to go with LSU there. But again, I'm not talking about betting. I mean, before I make a pick or bet on any of these bowl games, you got to sit down for an hour and find a list of all the quitters and figure out who's quitting, who's not quitting, who's playing, who's not playing, who cares, who doesn't care. It's a pain in the ass to try to bet on bowl games. Which conference do you think had a better season overall? The SEC. If you can tell me who the 6th best team in the Big Ten is, that pretty much proves the argument. Hell, if you can tell me who the 5th best team is, tell me who the 5th best team in the Big Ten is, and then tell me who the 5th best team in the SEC is, and then tell me how bad that team would beat them. So, Oregon and Ohio State, I think, could beat anybody in the SEC on the right day. Penn State could beat most of the teams in the SEC on the right day. But that's really it. And then you got Indiana as the 4th best team. After that, some massive fucking Illinois is the 5th best team. Yeah, there's about 12 teams in the SEC that would beat Illinois. That's the thing. Once you get to like the 5th team, the SEC wins every game from 5 through 16. The Big Ten is legit at the top, though. The Big Ten could win it all again. I think Ohio State or Oregon, either one could win it all. I don't think the Big Ten is bad. I think the Big Ten is good. But I would give the nod to the SEC because once you get to team number 5 in each league, it's a massive drop-off for the Big Ten. Ludi, bet on the NBA? Yeah, I got to bet on the NBA tonight. The Thunder game under. I always bet the Thunder under. Every time the Thunder play, I bet the under. What do you think about Texas A&M and USC? Again, you got to look for the list of quitters. I have no idea who's going to win that game. Both teams are going to have a lot of quitters. So you got to do a lot of research before you make a pick on these bowl games. I mean, if they played during the regular season, I would take Texas A&M. The 5 teams are playing each other in a bowl, South Carolina versus Illinois. Yeah, and South Carolina will beat them by 3 touchdowns. Woo, does Miami Hurricanes win their bowl? What's your bet? I don't have any bets on any bowl games until the day of the bowl game because I don't know who's quitting. I have no idea. In the regular season, I would have taken Miami to beat Iowa State. But for bowl games, I don't know who's playing and who's quitting. So I can't make picks on games if I don't know who's playing in the game. Florida would probably beat Illinois, and that's saying something. Take BA to the Thunder Down Under show. Well, BA and Mrs. Pete are going to Vegas a week before the guys go in January. So maybe they'll go to the Thunder Down Under out there in Vegas. Yes, I did bet on the NFL game tonight. What bet do I have? On the NFL game tonight, I've got under 42.5. Under 42.5. Second and 8 pass, incomplete for Rutgers. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now. Mizzou could not beat Illinois, Lou. No, but Mizzou's not the 4th or 5th best team in the SEC. Outside of Georgia, the SEC doesn't have a title contender this year. Well, I don't know what you mean by title contender, but doesn't Texas have like the 4th or 5th best odds to win the Natty? I mean, I don't think Texas is going to win it either, but I mean, who are the title contenders? Florida has been horrible the last 15 years. They are Nebraska. Well, they've played for a couple of SEC titles in the last 15 years. They haven't won any. But they've at least made it to the SEC championship game a few times over the last 15 years. Oregon, Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame, those are the 4 titles. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the winner of those 2 games is going to end up playing for the national title. I don't think Penn State could beat Georgia or Notre Dame, and I don't think Texas could beat Oregon or Ohio State. Who gets fired first, Brian Kelly or James Franklin? Brian Kelly. I don't think Penn State's got any interest in firing Franklin. LSU's not going to take much more of this shit from Brian Kelly. Penn State can definitely beat Notre Dame. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Rutgers on the ground, 2nd and 5, pick up 2 yards. Going to be 3rd and 3 now. Already 4 minutes into the 3rd quarter and nobody has scored yet. This is alarming. Have you thought any more about who you are adding to the Weird Back list next year? No, I will come up. The new Weird Back list will debut after the national championship game. Penn State played their best game in 5 years and still lost to Oregon. Penn State's offense has looked good the last few games compared to what they looked like for most of the season. Penn State does look like they're playing better offensively in the Oregon game and in the SMU game. Rutgers throws, pass complete, wide open, 10, 15-yard gain, out of bounds at the 30. They're about to be in the red zone again. How much money would it take to get Kirby from Georgia? There's not enough. Not for another college team. He wouldn't coach another college team. Texas versus the winner of Oregon, Ohio State. I just got done saying that, Jarrett, that I think the winner of Oregon, Ohio State is playing for the Natty. So you can use your powers of deduction to figure out what that means for Texas versus Oregon or Ohio State. First and 10, Rutgers just inside the 30. A handoff for Rutgers trying to get to the corner, and guess what? They do. And another 15 yards inside the 15, and a flag comes down. Is this going to be holding? No, on Kansas State. So it's going to be first and goal, I think, for Kansas State now. Where's the lady? She just left. She was in here. She just left. Yeah, Burgle's sleeping right there. Burgle cam right there, see? Burgle sleeping right there. Right there. First and goal, Rutgers throws out of the end zone, incomplete. Second and goal now for Rutgers. Yeah, Shiano's a pretty good coach. I mean, I don't think he's on anybody's top 10 list or anything, but he's above average. I mean, every time he's been at Rutgers, he's turned them into a winning team. That's not easy to do at Rutgers. When Notre Dame beats Georgia, are you going to cry and claim that you have a backup quarterback as an excuse? Are you new here? You must be new here. Burgle is more athletic than K-State. Pass incomplete on second and goal, tipped at the line of scrimmage. Third and goal for Rutgers. Have you cried every time Georgia and Notre Dame have played? And Notre Dame has lost every single time Georgia and Notre Dame have played? Do you cry when Notre Dame loses to Georgia? So you think other people might too? Uncle Lou shits on UJ worse than anyone when they lose. Yep, now there's somebody that has been here for a while. Could Belichick win the ACC at North Carolina? No. Third and goal for Rutgers, 4 wide. They're on the 7. Shotgun, snap, back to throw. It's trying to set up a pass out in the flat. I mean, this is unreal. These wide receivers are catching the ball. There's nobody within 20 yards on it. This guy walked into the end zone. Another touchdown for Rutgers. Yeah, this one's over. Rutgers going to blow them out now. K-State needs some whippets, woo. I call Jay Shipes on that. Gotta call Jay Shipes on the whippets. Plus 5.5 is cooked. Gamecock in Athens. Something tells me Bill Belichick isn't there to stay. Is Burgle wearing a Christmas sweater? Not really. It's a pink sweater. She does have a Christmas sweater, but we took it off this morning. She's been wearing it for the last couple of weeks. It's like a Santa suit. She has a sweater that looks like a Santa suit. Lou started off his career blasting Georgia. He'd call Smart out. I've called Smart out a bunch of times. Every week in 2016 and multiple times since then. Why do you think there's not more Georgia fans on this channel? Because they don't like me. That's why. He called Smart out this season for his comments about the crowd noise. Yeah, that's right. And the speed racing shit too. The only place Belichick had a winning record is New England. Uncle Lou literally speaks the facts with colorful language. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, how about them dogs, red and black? Is this the best coaching season since Kirby got to UJ? I think it is, because I don't think Georgia's anywhere near as good as they were in 2023, 2022, 2021. They're probably a little better than 2020. They might be a little better than 19 and 18, and they're not as good as 17. I'm really tired of Texas fans talking shit to dog fans like we haven't beat them twice. This dog loves you, Lou. Realism over feelings, facts over feelings, go dogs. Yeah, I don't know why no Texas fan would be talking any shit at all to a Georgia fan. We humiliated them both times we played them, and neither of the games was played in Athens. Wait till this coming season when they got to come to Athens and play. Georgia might beat them by 100. They've beat them in Austin. They've beat them in a neutral site. Next year they get to beat them in Athens. I mean, that's the trifecta. It's about like Notre Dame. We beat Notre Dame in Athens. We beat them in South Bend. We've beat them in the Sugar Bowl. About to beat them in the Sugar Bowl again. What do Florida fans do? Brag about past titles? It's worse than that. They brag about going to 7-5 this year. When will A&M finally win a national championship of football? Never. Never again. Are Tennessee fans more down bad for losing in a playoff game, or Bama fans more down bad for not making the playoffs at all? Bama fans are down worse for not even getting in. Yeah, I know. Fight on. It's going to be a good game, man. Either team could win. Either team could win. I mean, I won't be surprised if Notre Dame wins. I won't be surprised if Georgia wins. I mean, it's going to be a really good game, I think. Thank you, Darian, and CFM and Cowpoke for the super chats. I appreciate that. Yeah, don't remind me, Brev. Yeah, 2 more super chats to go until another round of push-ups or sit-ups. Don't remind. There's one. The last good highlight Texas had against UJ is when Bevo almost killed him. Yeah. Yeah, that was at the. Was that the Cotton Bowl? I think that might have been the Cotton Bowl. We played in 2018. Is that right? Was that the Cotton Bowl? Oh, it was the Sugar Bowl. Okay. Sugar Bowl. You sent a cash app. All right, let's take a look. Hey. Chris Motley took his bet back. Hold on. I don't normally do this, but you know what's going to happen. He's going to try to say I didn't pay him his money. Look at this. So everybody can see it. Chris Motley canceled. Everyone sees that, right? Look, here's where he sent it. This was 21 minutes ago. See? 21 minutes ago. Chris Motley, $50 for bet, he said. Right? 21 minutes ago. Y'all see that? Now this one. 13 minutes ago. Canceled. He canceled the payment. He canceled the payment. So, you know what he's going to do. He's going to show up after the game if Notre Dame wins by more than 14 looking for his money. But y'all just saw he didn't fucking pay. He's a woozy. Turns out he is a woozy. Get to pushing, Lou. God damn it. All right. We're going to go back to push-ups this time. All right. Hold on. Let me reset the goal. All right. Reset the goal. All right. 10 more. These push-ups are killing me. This is all right. We're next. Going back to sit-ups after this. I'm gonna do the push-ups again, but then I'm gonna go back to sit-ups after that.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right.
Berg.
Help me up, Berg. Oh, okay.
Oh boy. This ain't feeling good. My arms are really heavy feeling. My arms are really heavy feeling. Heart attack? No, I'm trying to prevent a heart attack by getting in better shape. I knew shorthorns were delusional when I found out why they were walking steak is named Bevo. Kirby's best coaching job definitely this year. Dog's not as good, but damn sure got grit. Yeah. I mean, I think Georgia could win it all. I don't know that they will, but it's amazing they're even at where they're at, really. Whew. Gotta help out the Waffle House Fund to get your energy back, says Gary. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna be some kind of nut about it. Like I'm gonna still eat what I want to eat and all that. I need to I need to do some kind of exercise. I need to get in some kind of better shape. I mean, I'm 46 years old and I get no exercise at all. I gotta do something. But I'm not gonna turn into one of these health nuts that, doesn't eat sugar and fucking whatever, carbs and shit. If I want to go to Waffle House, I'm going to Waffle House. Whew. I am out of breath, though. Chris is in the basement getting his ass beat by his mom for betting his allowance. Hey, you don't think he didn't steal her debit card to make that bet, did he? He's definitely not going to start eating mod pizza. No, I'm never going back to mod pizza again. 2024, never say die, dogs. Yeah, I mean, whoever beats Georgia is going to have to earn it. There's some teams that can beat Georgia, but they're going to, it's not going to be easy. They're going to have to earn it. Panic attack? Nah, I don't really have issues with that. You tripping? I love the Waffle House. Yeah, I love the Waffle House too. What about quitting smoking? Yeah, well, that's been a plan for a while, but that's easier said than done. Getting sunlight, intermittent fasting, hydration, and being active is the easiest way to feel better. Yeah, I don't know about the intermittent fasting thing. I'm not doing all that. If I want to eat something, I'm just going to eat. I'm just not going to be that serious about it. If you beat Georgia, you definitely earned it. Yeah, Georgia's not an unbeatable team. Georgia can be beat, but it's not going to be easy. How much can I lift? I don't lift weights. Lou, I quit pot and all forms of tobacco 185 days ago. If I can do it, so can you. Lou, dogs win big 40-20. Wow. I mean, I'd definitely take that. I'm not even dignifying that with a response. You don't have to go on some extreme diet. If you're exercising, you still lose more calories than if you weren't exercising. Yeah. If Lagway was playing, I do think Florida would have won. Lou, did you play sports in high school? Yeah, baseball, track, and football. Third and 15, pass incomplete. Holy shit. Kansas State actually stopped Rutgers from scoring on a possession there. What position in football and baseball? I played cornerback in football and center field in baseball. Who was the replacement kicker? I can't kick at all. Rutgers lined up to kick. The punter standing on his own 12. 34-17 the score, though. Kansas State down bad. Lou, did you put up Christmas lights and decorations? Yes, we did. Lou, why do you hate South Carolina? Geography. It's just geography. Chat summary is on point. Viewers are kicking a person named Lou. Oh, somebody deleted it. Gunner is a Georgia boy. Football runs in the blood. Yeah, nobody gives a... doesn't. Where's Brock Bowers from? Some Georgia fans are really weird about players from the state of Georgia. Like, it's very strange. Some of these dumbasses actually thought Jake Fromm was better than Justin Fields, so I don't know why I'm surprised, but there's a weird segment of the Georgia fan base that has some type of fetish with football players that are from the state of Georgia. Who's the backup behind Stockton? Either Puglisi or Rashada. Thoughts on Haynes King going to Michigan? Is that true? I haven't heard that. Uncle Lou, when will the SEC schedule a game against USC? Well, Bama played them a couple of years ago and beat the fucking life out of them. When will USC schedule a game with the SEC? Didn't you just play LSU? How are you this dumb? I'm serious. Do you ever watch college football? Southern Cal played LSU this year and beat them. They played Alabama a couple of years ago and got their fucking teeth kicked in. And you want to know when will the SEC schedule a game against Southern Cal? I think you might be mentally retarded. You typed that in all caps, too. And a lot of the shit you've said has been pretty fucking retarded today. So I don't know if you're like some kind of special needs plan or what you're doing there, but I think you might have a learning disability or be mentally disabled or something. Let me know if you are, because I don't want to make fun of you like that if you really are mentally disabled, but just to let you know, you are coming across that way. I don't mind you hanging around here if you're mentally retarded. There's a lot of mentally retarded people that hang around here, but I would like to know. Never mind, it's not Haynes King. Yeah, good job, Nate. Good job, Nate. Haynes King, Nate? He's not even transferring, is he? He's not even transferring, is he? I don't see that, Nate. I don't see that, Nate. All right, let's see if Kansas State can score, make it a game. Lou, is your area cleaned up yet? Not all of it. Some of it is. Lou, did you rake on the baseball field? What? How do I know hard-boiled eggs are done? I have no idea. Google it, maybe? Kansas State, big run. Dylan Edwards, touchdown. Let's go. Wow. It's going to be back to a 10-point game. That was quick. 65-yard touchdown run by Dylan Edwards is going to make it 34-24. It means we are you a good hitter. I know. Well, I hit for average, not power. I think I only ever hit one home run that I can remember. Did you see the earlier game epic? Yeah, we watched it on here. There's only one USC. The other one is called the Game Chickens. Yeah, Southern Cal is dog shit. They're fucking terrible. Until they get rid of that coach, they got no chance of doing anything. They're the laughing stock of college football right now. Lou, do you think Dion and Colorado are be able to keep it going after the Sanders boys and Travis are gone? Like win 9 games again? No. The real USC is in Columbia, South Carolina. What is USC's record versus the SEC? Southern Cal versus the SEC. 15-11 all time, 2-3 in bowl games. So 15-11 all time, 2-3 in bowl games. They are. Let's see. Yeah, 15-11 all time, 57% winning percentage, 2-3 in the postseason. 40% winning percentage. Tennessee was a college before Texas was a state. I like the Texas versus Tennessee argument about the UT thing. I get a kick out of that. Probably because it doesn't involve me, doesn't have anything to do with me, so I don't have to. I can just sit back and enjoy other people arguing about something. But the Texas versus Tennessee thing, it's a shame we got to wait for them to play. They don't play again either next year. We'll have to wait till at least 2026 before we see them play, unless they meet in the postseason or the SEC championship game. That was in the 60s and 70s, Luke. What are you talking about? USC? So this decade, they're 1-1. In the 2010s, they were 1-0. In the 2000s, they were 4-4. Didn't play in the 90s. In the 80s, they were 2-4-1. In the 70s, they were 3-2. In the 60s, they were 1-1. Didn't play in the 50s. In the 40s, they were 2-2. And in the 30s, they were 2-1. If you need the decade breakdown. But there it is. 15-11 all time, 2-3 in the postseason. USC is why Alabama desegregated. They went down to T-Town and spanked that ass. West Coast pussy ball is no longer relevant. Oregon got an East Coast Southerner to buck the left coast irrelevance. Lou, what kind of ice cream would you drip your Tommy fries in? What? Who the fuck would dip Tommy fries in ice cream? What are you, a serial killer? Did Kansas State miss the fucking extra point, or did they go for 2 and not get it? 1st and 10 Rutgers is going to lose 6 yards, 2nd and 16 now. What happened on the extra point for Kansas State? I wasn't paying attention, but they either missed it or they went for 2 or something because they still have 23. Tommy fries should only be dipped in ranch dressing. Well, you don't even have to dip Tommy fries in ranch dressing. They come already smothered in ranch dressing. USC can't even beat half the Big Ten. Yeah, USC is bad. They're in bad shape. They're really bad. They're one of the worst teams in the Big Ten. Intercepted. Let's go, K-State. Let's go, K-State. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all don't want me to get hopped up on coffee. I'll come in here and start yelling at y'all in the comments section, yelling and screaming and fucking educating people. If I get on that goddamn coffee. We got 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, though. Is that a dude's last name, Romaine, or did I misread that? Romaine is a lettuce, ain't it? Isn't that what they make Caesar salad out of? Romaine lettuce? The Big Ten is better than the SEC? Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Once you get to like team 5 and 6 in each league, the SEC would win every game, like 5 through 16. The Big Ten would beat, the top of the Big Ten would beat a couple of the teams in the top of the SEC, but once you get to like team 5 or 6, every single team in the SEC is better than the corresponding Big Ten team. Lou, if you had to pick a fruit for a living, which fruit would it be? I'm not picking no fruits for a living. Can you look up Nebraska's record against the SEC? No, but you can, Nate. You can Google it, buddy. I'm not going to spend a whole stream doing what takes you 5 seconds to do. Just Google it. I'm waiting for LSU to win an opening season game before I can say we will win one. Yeah, they haven't. They've lost their opening season game 4 years in a row. LSU has, right? They play Clemson. Clemson plays LSU. Florida State plays Alabama. Boy, it's just going from bad to worse for Florida State, ain't it? They get beat by Georgia 63-3. They come out this year and go 2-10, and then they got to open up next year with Alabama. Florida State just can't catch a break, man. They just can't catch a break. Poor Florida State, man. They're going to get to Alabama. I don't know who's going to be on either team. I don't know who's playing quarterback for either team. Milrow's probably gone. Florida State's quarterback situation is a carousel of comedy. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who. I don't care what they get in the portal, whatever. Alabama's going to beat the fuck out of them. USC's overall record against the SEC is 31-15. Yeah, no, it's not. No, it's not. You're just wrong. It's 15-11. You're counting a bunch of wins against teams that weren't in the SEC when you beat them because you're mentally retarded and don't know how football works. For example, when Southern Cal beat Texas 20 years ago, that was not a win over the SEC, you fucking retard. You're just such a fucking smooth brain that you're unable to differentiate one conference from the next. But beating Texas in 2005 is not a win against the SEC. You're just mentally retarded. So that at least that answers that question earlier about whether or not you were mentally retarded. So you are mentally retarded. SEC is overrated. Yeah. You know who really overrates the SEC the most? The NFL. The NFL is really who overrates the SEC. You know the NFL is so stupid that they have drafted more SEC players every year for 18 years in a row. Boy, the SEC's got the NFL completely fooled. Paul Feinbaum and ESPN do. Alabama is RBU. Motley disappeared. Lou, I don't know what kind of trolls you deal with, but I will bet a large amount of money Notre Dame wins by 10. No, you won't. No, you won't. Mate, you won't bet that. You're broke and retarded and don't have the money. So no, you won't bet that. You're just making it up. SEC wins almost every year and has most draft picks. Yeah, the SEC's had the most players drafted for 18 years in a row. 18 drafts in a row. Touchdown, K-State. I think they're going to get Kansas State with one of these illegal picks, though, aren't they? Are they going to get Kansas State with one of these illegal picks by the wide receiver? Nope, holding on Rutgers, so the touchdown will count. All right. An extra point will make it a 4-point game. Oregon has 0 natties, but that will change this year. Yeah, Oregon could win it all this year. They're really good. Get ourselves a ball game. $350 sent to the PayPal. No, you didn't send $350 to the PayPal. If you did, it hadn't shown up yet. No, I don't know if you're lying, trolling, or maybe you have the same problem that Southern Cal guy has and just mentally retarded, but nothing has showed up in the PayPal. I'll refresh it again in a minute or two. Check right now. I just sent it. Yeah, I just checked. I'm not going to check every 10 seconds. I'll check again in a minute or two. All right, 5-point game, 34-29. Rutgers up over Kansas State. Kansas State has fought their way back in this one. They were down 34-17 just a few minutes ago. And there's still a lot of time left, too. 3:39 in the third. So nowhere near done with the scoring in this one. SEC is undefeated in hypothetical games. Lou, favorite Christmas's gift you got this year? I'm happy for any gift I get. Justice Haynes to Michigan. Can I get a 5-star dummy, please? Thank you, Nate, for the super chat. And Ty Mai and Isaac. Appreciate y'all hitting the super chat. +5.5 spread is alive and well. Well, that's impossible. 5 minutes ago, somebody told me that bet was cooked. Peyton Manning has the most MVPs in NFL history with 5. I think that's true. I don't even get why they would go for 2, since if they just kick the extra point both times, it would still be a 3-point game. Exactly. Yeah, these analytics people spend half their free time fucking their own selves in the ass. Lou, you wanna bet Jeremiah Smith starts for OSU again? I want another $100. Starts what, in the bowl game? Of course he'll start in the bowl game. That's actually an insane stat. Georgia fans went and called transfer players mercenaries who are not loyal. Now Georgia is recruiting portal players who opted out their bowl game and no one wants to go there. Georgia gets players out of the portal every year. Their starting running back is out of the portal. Several of their wide receivers are out of the portal. They don't get a lot of players out of the portal, but they get 3 or 4 a year. Texas beat Southern Cal in 2005. Lou, USC beat Oklahoma in 2004. 0 portal so far, says Ed D. Georgia doesn't have to get transfers like others. They recruit well. UJ has 0 portal players this cycle. Well, the portal just opened 2 weeks ago. What country is Colby currently in? He was in Switzerland. I do think Georgia will get some players out of the portal before next season. There's another portal window at the end of spring, too. It could be that Georgia has to wait and see how many of their players are leaving. Georgia might not. I mean, you can't get an unlimited number of players out of the portal. You have to have openings on your roster for those players. And since Georgia's still playing, maybe they just don't know how many players are leaving. I don't know. Lou, do you still watch soccer? I watch international soccer. I don't like country versus country. I don't watch team soccer. 3rd and 9 for Rutgers. Under pressure. Oh, that did not look good. Is that quarterback okay? Okay, good. He got up. That did not look good the way his one leg went one way and one leg went the other. But he popped right up and seems fine. That didn't look good, though. Rutgers have to punt it away again. Yeah, the cap's 105 players next year. Most Georgia fans aren't that wise, if we're being honest, and they're always blaming something on someone. I don't know what Georgia fans you're talking to. Lou, are you excited for Branch, a.k.a. the next Dominic Lovett? No. No, I don't get excited about slot receivers. We've got 14 slot receivers on the roster now and 0 outside wide receivers. So, no, I don't really give a fuck about Branch. How many Southern Cal Trojans are in the Hall of Fame? I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm not really an NFL guy. Well, in fact, I'm not an NFL guy at all. Do you hang out with any wise UGA fans? Woo. Just you, buddy. Just you. Dylan Edwards, gain of about 12 on first down. Tackle from behind, or it could have been another 70-yarder. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kansas State down 5, but they have the ball. What do you think? Who's winning the playoff games, and who do you want to see in the championship if Georgia's not in it? Well, I don't root for any one team or the other. I think the winner of Georgia Notre Dame is going to play the winner of Ohio State in the national title game. How is Georgia going to replace Arian Smith? With me. Yeah, with me. I can drop at least as many passes as he has. Yeah, there's lots of teams with winning records against the SEC, Nate. Hopefully that UGA backup punter can average at least 40 yards. Lulu, you ready to see your Poodle Dogs go down to Notre Dame? Dennis Wilson, did you know Miami's not in the playoffs again? Can't believe there's a Miami fan still on the internet. Hey, what's up, James? All right, into the third quarter, I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee. Wrong, Penn State beat either team. Yeah, I don't think so. I think Notre Dame or Georgia, either one will beat Penn State. Oh, boy. Pass batted down the line of scrimmage, nearly intercepted by Rutgers, but it falls incomplete. 4th and 8, Kansas State will have to punt it away. Luke, could you eat Tommy fries on your season at an over video if Georgia wins? No. Splitting tens is your first language, Slaw. Yeah, that dumbass plays blackjack and splits tens. All right, let's check the PayPal again so that troll will shut up. Yeah, he didn't send a dime. The troll talking about $350. Uh-oh. Long punt return for Rutgers all the way into the red zone. So Rutgers ain't been able to do shit offensively in a while. But they're set up now after that punt return down in the red zone, 105 to go into third quarter. If you could get any player to join Georgia's team for the playoff in college football, not a quarterback, who would you take? I'd take a wide receiver from somewhere. Who the hell plays blackjack and splits tens? Huffer Billy Paul. Yeah, Huffer Billy Paul does. He does a lot of weird shit when he plays blackjack. He does a lot of weird shit when he plays blackjack. If Georgia wins, I'll send it to you. No, that's not how it works around here. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of you because you already lied. You said you sent the money. You didn't send it. You're just full of shit. You're just trolling, and We don't troll like that around here. You said you wanted to make a bet. I said, okay, we'll make the bet. Then you spent 5 minutes telling me you sent me the money. You didn't send me the money. Now you're on here saying, well, I'll send you the money later. So we'll just get rid of you. You're gone. We're gone. We don't play childish games around here, okay? You want to make a bet? Be a fucking man and make the bet. Not a giant fucking pussy that types about it but then doesn't have a dime to his name. We don't do that around here. Go find a Minecraft channel, you fucking nitwit. 2nd and 8 for Rutgers on the K-State 16. Quarterback in a shotgun. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. They're up 5, Rutgers is. Back to throw, looks left, under pressure. Steps up, he's going to be sacked. Going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. 3rd and 10, but that's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter. We'll get to third down play after the fourth quarter starts. Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Luther Burden, the guy from Arizona, what's his name? Tate McMillan or whatever his name is. I'd take him. I mean, there's 50 wide receivers in college football better than anybody on Georgia's roster. I'd take any of them. Lou, I ordered a Droovy thank you shirt earlier today. Can't wait to get weird stares from people. Awesome. Yeah, Droovy, no trolling. Droovy thank you. The shirt is available in the t-shirt shop. Yep. Yeah, close game. Kansas State has come back. It looked like Rutgers was going to blow them out. It was 34-17 a few minutes ago. Hey, I'm going to go make a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. How's everyone doing? What happened? Oh no. Hey, y'all gotta take this thing off of her. She's out here hopping around. Man. Oh, man, don't do birds like that. 5-point game headed into the fourth quarter, 34-29. Who did I pick for this game? We made a bet at halftime, Kansas State plus 5.5. Mad Dog 2020. Shit. First down, Rutgers, all the way down to the 1 yard line. It's going to be first and goal on 3rd and 9. They convert. Of course they do. Nico is overrated. It has appeared that way so far. He has not been impressive. He has not lived up to the hype, that is for sure. He's not the worst quarterback in the league, but he has come nowhere close to living up to the hype Tennessee fans put on him. All right, Rutgers all crowded up near the line of scrimmage on 1st and goal. I don't think he gained anything at all. He didn't. 2nd and goal now from the 1. No gain on 1st and goal. Oh, that wasn't Slimy Hot Boy. That was a troll account. Run plays more than pass plays, finally, for Georgia versus Notre Dame. Yeah, I would expect Georgia to run the ball 65% of the time, at least. Touchdown Rutgers on 2nd and goal from the 1. That's going to extend the lead 40-29. Extra point will make it 41. Yeah, trick play on the on that goal line play from the 1 there. USC is still the greatest program. Oh, well, they're dog shit right now. They're dog shit today. I mean, Yale and Harvard used to be really good too, and yes, so did Southern Cal. But today they're absolute fucking dog shit. I think UJ can get the run game going against Notre Dame. They were able to get it going in the second half against Texas. Thank you. Coffee time.
I'm going to take this.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I might eat a bowl later, but I don't want any more right now. Thank you for the super chat, Isaac. He says the Big 12 might be really bad. R.I.P. Arizona State. Auburn Riddle for a playoff spot? What? Game will be a lot closer than people think. Which one? The Texas-Arizona State game? Lou, Georgia beat Notre Dame in 1980. They did? I know that, bud. Georgia's beat Notre Dame every time they've played. 3-0 against those deadbeats. You think Auburn will be a top 25 team next year? I don't know. They need help at the quarterback position. I know they got Jackson Arnold. I'm not convinced that's the answer. We'll see. Georgia's going to blame the lost on their quarterbacks. When you say Georgia, what do you mean? Like the school's going to put out a statement that says we lost because of our quarterbacks? I'm not sleeping on Boise in a Fiesta Bowl. 2006 was a long time ago. Why doesn't Tennessee still play a bowl game since Ohio State wasn't a bowl game? Are you really asking that? Are you really asking that? You really don't know that if you make the playoffs and lose, like, you know, bowl games are handed out the same day the playoffs are announced. Like, there is no bowl game for Tennessee to play in. You have to know that. You must know that. Please tell me you know that. Rutgers kicks the ball off. This one's going to be fielded at the 2. Returned out to the 10, 15, 20. Tripped up down at the 27, 28 yard line. There is a flag down, though. Returned out to the 27, but we'll see what the flag is. Holding on Kansas State. That's going to back them up. That's going to back them up. 41-29 is the score. So we've got a 12-point game here. I need Uncle Lou to just drop a "Hey pal, you blow in from stupid town" at one point when he reads a dumb comment. Did you blow in from stupid town? Is that a famous line or something? Hey Louie, would you like to make a bet? You don't have any money. But I mean, I gamble all the time. So depending on the bet, yeah, of course. But you don't have any money to make a bet. It's a line for Patrick Star. I don't know who that is. It's from SpongeBob. I don't watch fucking cartoons. I'm 46 years old. You shouldn't be watching cartoons either. What the fuck is wrong with you? What are you, 9? Shane Beamer would love a bowl of my chili. Florida fans must think South Carolina and Shane Beamer are like the best thing on earth. You know, they think Billy Napier going 7-5 is like amazing. What must they think about South Carolina and Beamer? Tennessee won the Life Champions Trophy. Yeah, that was back under Butch Jones in 2017, I believe that was, when they won the Life Championship. Or was that the year they won the NCAA NASCAR Championship? Which year was it they beat an unranked team on a racetrack? Remember that? Remember when Tennessee had a trophy for beating an unranked team on a racetrack? What year was that? I think the Life Championship might have been... hell, I don't remember. I think the Life Championship was 2017. The NCAA NASCAR Championship, where they beat an unranked team on a racetrack, I think that was 2016. No, Georgia had a harder strength of schedule than Florida. Difference is Georgia went 10-2 and then won the SEC, whereas Florida went 7-5 and is building a Billy Napier statue that says, "I only lost 5 games." Kansas State 1st and 10. They're going to pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Second down coming up. 12 minutes to go in the game. Kansas State down 12. Play action pass. Avery Johnson throws complete to the running back out of the backfield. Ducks out of bounds for basically no gain. It's going to be 3rd down now for K-State. Yeah, you remember Team 121 painted on the trash can at Tennessee? Boy, they're such a fucking joke. 3rd and 3, pass incomplete. Kansas State fucking up now. Kansas State fucking up now. Georgia was 9-2-1 in 1978, says James. That's amazing. That's unbelievable. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate it. Can you tell me what their record was in 1942? 4th and 3, throws complete across midfield, 40, 35, down to the 37-yard line. Kansas State converts a critical 4th down. Keeps the drive alive. Keeps the drive alive. We need a touchdown here, bad. Real bad in 2. Real bad in 2. First and 10 on the 32. Hand off to Dylan Edwards. Nowhere to go. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. 2nd and 10 coming up for K-State. Tennessee is now a basketball skew. I heard that too. Yeah, I think you might be right. Pass complete on 2nd and 10 for 6 yards. 3rd and 4. Do you think Notre Dame gives the NCAA money? That's why they haven't joined a conference? Giving the NCAA money doesn't have anything to do with Notre Dame joining a conference or not. I don't understand the correlation between the two. Every school gives the NCAA money. They went 11-1 in 1942. Okay, thank you, James. Notre Dame is in the ACC. Not in football, they're not. They're in the ACC in basketball. They're in the Big Ten in lacrosse. But they're not in any conference in football. Flag down. Pass complete, but let's see what the flag is. Pass was complete down to the 15-yard line, but we got a flag. Yeah, this is going to be a holding on Kansas State there. It's pretty obvious, too. That's a holding on Kansas State. Yeah, Notre Dame plays 5 ACC teams a year in football, but they're not in the ACC. They just have a scheduling agreement. First and 20 for Kansas State, and they pick up 16, 17 yards. It's going to be 2nd and about 4. Nice play for Kansas State there after that penalty. Five ACC teams, 3 service academies, Northern Illinois, and Southern Cal. And like Marshall or something. 2nd and 4. Snap. Play action. Avery Johnson looking, throwing into the end zone. Over the head of the intended receiver, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Is Harry Leggy related to Dean Leggy? No. No, Harry Leggy's just a big Dean Leggy fan, so he changed his YouTube name to Harry Leggy as a tribute to Dean Leggy. He's just a big Dean Leggy fan. Jet sweep, K-State picks up the first down inside the 10 to the 8. There he is. There's Harry Leggy. You didn't get no turkey sandwiches this year. He didn't have no turkey this year. How un-American is that? That dummy Dean Leggy didn't even make a turkey for Thanksgiving this year. Yeah, Dean Leggy's the guy that has a lawn chair in his office. A plastic lawn chair. Instead of like an office chair, he's got a plastic lawn chair. Who was it that was taking pictures at work last week, Lou? I can't remember. What? Who was taking pictures at work last week? Talking about Dean? Dale might not be back for a while. Cup of coffee sounds good. Yeah, I got me a cup of coffee right here in my monkey cup. That's actually not my cup. It's the girl's cup, but she said I could use it. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Dale's top 12. Gunner can't complete a 5-yard pass against Notre Dame. That might be all he completes, 5-yard passes. But I'll be happy to make that bet with you. Boise got Notre Dame in their sights too. Clemson fans down bad at SRS. Well, honestly, 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, they didn't even think they were going to be in the playoffs. So I know it sucks for them that they lost, but they weren't even expecting to be there, honestly. Commercial break in the game. We need Kansas State to score here. We need Kansas State to score here. Is the NFL game on? Seahawks up 3-0 over the Bears. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. I've got under 42 in that game. NBA, I've got the under in the Thunder. And it doesn't look like that's going to hit. 83-84, end of the third quarter. That'll be close. Need Kansas State to score here. Keep Woo Trash Talking Fund. Oh, that's another 5 out of 5 on the goal, too. So let's reset the goal. All right, just restarted the goal. Gonna do sit-ups this time. We did push-ups the last 2 times. We'll do sit-ups this time. First and goal, Kansas State, touchdown. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. Pay me. All right, sit-ups. Oh, boy. Oh. Y'all y'all yelled at me about my arms last time, so I'll try to do it better this time. Is that fair?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay.
Lou gonna be in agony the next few days. Well, Harry, the bad news is it's bowl season. There's games every day, which means I'm live streaming every day. So I'm gonna be doing these push-ups and sit-ups every fucking day. But we gotta get Lou in better shape. We gotta get me in better shape. And I'm not disciplined enough to exercise on my own, so I gotta turn it into a live streaming game. Every 5 super chats equals push-ups or sit-ups. That's the 4th or 5th one we've done today. Don't hit the wall. Lou, put $500 on black for me in Vegas if I cash app you before you go in January. If you trust me to do it, I will. You can't video in there, so I won't be able to video myself doing it or anything, but of course I'll do that for you if you really want me to. Knoxville is the place to be if you like college baseball. Yeah, that's the problem. Nobody likes college baseball. That's why nobody watches it. The women's softball gets more ratings than college baseball. You need to balance that workout with some McDonald's. Well, Isaac, it's like I was saying earlier. I'm not turning into some health nut. I'm still going to eat whatever the fuck I want. No, I don't eat very much McDonald's anymore. But if I want an Egg McMuffin, I'm going to go get one. I'm not turning into some health nut. I just need to start exercising a little. I don't get any exercise at all. Yeah, I would never steal. I've been guilty of a lot of things in my life. Stealing has never been one of them. I don't steal. Lou, you don't like college baseball? Nobody likes college baseball. That's why no one watches it. More people watch the Little League World Series than watch the College World Series. More people watch Women's Softball World Series than watch the Baseball World Series. More people watch an NFL preseason game than watch the College Baseball World Series. More people fucking watch soccer than watch college baseball. No one likes college baseball. College baseball gets higher ratings than the WNBA. I'd have to look that up because I honestly don't know if I believe that. I'd have to look that up. Tennis is more popular than that crap. Hey, what's up, Ben? Good to see you in here, buddy. All right. Come on, K-State. What are we doing for the Bowling Green game? Should we bet the Bowling? Doesn't Bowling Green and who is it? Bowling Green and Arkansas State. Should we bet that game too? Bowling Green and Arkansas State. Bowling Green is favored by 10. The over-under is 54.5. All right. We need Kansas State to play some defense here. We've got Kansas State plus 5.5. We need Kansas State to play some defense here. You went to the playoff game, Ben? Sweet. Yeah, these home playoff games, the atmospheres at these home playoff games have been unbelievable. Unbelievable. Of course, worked out good for you too because your team won, but just even watching on TV, you could tell how great the atmosphere was. I hope if they expand the playoffs to more than 12 teams, they add a second round of on-campus games. Mike Bridges, thank you for the super chat. Lou, I hope you and the family had a great Christmas and Santa was good to you all. Hashtag Go Dogs. Hey, we did, Mike. Thank you. I hope y'all had a good Christmas too. Kansas State set to kick off. Chris Thomas, thank you for the super chat. He says, if your Christmas present is going to Cotton Bowl of Natty, what would you choose with the risk of not getting anything at all if we lose to Ohio State or Oregon? Well, I don't go to games at all because I work them, but so if I go to a game, it would be the biggest one possible. So if I had to choose between the two, I'd hold out for the Natty, knowing that means I might not get to go because they could get eliminated. I watch Tennessee baseball because they're winning. That's called a fair weather fan. I don't pretend to be a fan of something just because somebody's good at it. That's what you're doing. That's what you say. That's what you're saying there. You say college baseball, I watch it because it's fun because Tennessee is winning. That's called a fair weather fan. I don't do that. I don't pretend to be a fan of something just because somebody's good at it. Second and 7 for Rutgers on their own 28. Come on, defense. Play some defense, K-State. Quarterback sacked. Down he goes. Loss of about 8. It's going to be third and oblivion coming up now for Rutgers. Come on, defense. Let's go now. Come on, K-State. I think the national championship will be on a Saturday night. Me too. It's absolutely ridiculous to keep playing the national title on Monday night at 8:45 or whatever the fuck time that thing kicks off. It's insanity. I completely agree with you. Back to throw. Incomplete. 4th and 15. Rutgers are going to have to kick it away. Why can't they just play it on Friday? Why Friday? Play it on fucking Saturday. Play it on college football. Why is it such a mind-blowing idea to play college football games on Saturday when college football games are normally played? Why is that weird? Just do that. Rutgers going to kick it away on 4th and 15. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. K-State down 5. Punter standing on his own 5. Gets the kickoff, but barely. Fair catch called and made at the 40. K-State will have good field position on their own 40 here, with a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. Thanks for all the videos you do. I appreciate the hard work you put in the videos and in the years. Pretty good too. I'm a Gator fan just hoping to get good. Well, still a ways to go for the Gators. Still a ways to go. Lou, are you streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am streaming tomorrow. Georgia Tech versus Vandy at 3:30 on Patreon. So a lot of you are already signed up on the Patreon page. If you're not signed up on the Patreon page and you want to hang out tomorrow and watch Georgia Tech versus Vandy, plus it's just a great way to help. Support the channel. The Patreon page. I will post the link to the Patreon page in the chat, but it's in the description of the video too. The Patreon page. But there you go. We'll be on Patreon tomorrow at 3:30 for Georgia Tech versus Vandy. I may stream another game on YouTube, but I have no idea yet. I don't know yet. Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry, that was the wrong link. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. That's the PayPal link. Sorry. I copied the wrong link. There you go. That's the Patreon link. Sorry about that. That's the Patreon link. Kansas State pass complete in the middle of the field. Nobody around. Big gain for Kansas State. Down to the Rutgers 36-yard line. 1st and 10. K-State. They're in business. Handoff. Has a hole. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, good guys. Let's go. Hey, Lou. Hey, Lou. Let's go. Come on now. Come on now. Rudy says, we definitely need this win. Georgia's a team to beat since Bama's no good and playing in the Dale Bowl. Hashtag 1988. Thank you, Rudy. H Post, thank you for the super chat, buddy. He says, thoughts on the first round bye is also getting a home playoff game. I'm all for it. Give me more college football games played on college campuses. I'm all for that. Then the semis and championship, like 4-team era, are neutral sites. Yes, that would be fine. Use the bowl games for that. I'm all for that. All for that. 2-point conversion is good. K-State takes a 3-point lead, 44-41. But there's still 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go, which means we're probably going to see 2 or 3 more touchdowns in this game. Who had Kansas State played? Woo! They were disappointing this year to me, Kansas State was. I picked them to win the Big 12. And they came up short. How about playing the 2 or 3 FCS games in the spring? Why? Is Cam Rising coming back? Yes, Cam Rising is coming back for his 31st year. K-State kicks it off into the end zone for a touchback. 4:15 to go. K-State up 3. The Pay-Lou movement in high gear now. Lou, are you betting on Vandy and Georgia Tech? Yes, I don't know what I'm betting yet, though. I don't bet any bowl games until I spend about 20 minutes figuring out who all is quit on all the teams or whatever. So I don't know what I'm betting on it. But if I'm streaming it, I'm probably going to bet it. Lou, I tailed you at +5.5, so I'll be making a bid as well. Well, congrats. Now, we got to hope we hold on. Now, even if Rutgers scores, we're still good on our +5.5. Something really weird would have to happen for us to lose that +5.5 now. But the way these teams have been scoring, I mean, I'm fairly confident that we're good on the K-State +5.5. But, I mean, if they score quick and there's a turnover or something like that, I mean, anything can still happen. But we'll see. Rutgers in a shotgun. Snap, back to throw, looks left. Looks over the middle, throws, caught, across the 40 to the 41. First down, Rutgers. I need K-State to get a pick 6. What do you have them at, -7 or whatever? We live betted at halftime at +5.5. First and 10 on the 41. Motion. Snap. Handoff. Picks up about 6. 2nd and 4 coming up now for Rutgers. Slaw says Gators going 6-6 next year. I haven't even looked at their schedule. I mean, I know their SEC schedule, but I'm not. It's going to be a long time before I start doing record predictions for next year. Probably start that in May or June. 3rd and 7. Rutgers on their own 44. They need to get across midfield for a first down. Shotgun, snap, back to throw, looking over the middle. Steps up in the pocket, wants to run, stumbles, tackled by the Grass Monster, and down he goes. No gain. The Grass Monster's undefeated. The Grass Monster has never missed a tackle. Open field or not, doesn't matter. Grass Monster undefeated, gets him another tackle there. 4th and 7 now for Rutgers. Yeah, the Grass Monster is the Rate Bowl MVP. I got Florida State going 5-7 next year, says H Post. Wow, that would be a huge improvement over their train wreck of 2024, wouldn't it? Well, I have no idea what the Rate Bowl is. I don't know what any of these bowl games are. The fucking Gasparilla Bowl. But what is Bama playing in? The ReliaQuest Bowl? I don't know what the fuck that is. Rutgers blew it. Hashtag pay Lou. Well, I'm still hoping they'll. I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see. Grass Monster's a better defender than any of the Miami players. Yeah, that's true. You know what? Miami and Southern Cal should just sign 11 Grass Monsters and start them all on defense. Hey, what's up, Noah? Ooh. Big dang. Big dang. So we've been rewatching Dexter on Netflix, which is a show that came out, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, something like that. And I watched a lot of it, like when it was out in real time back then, 10, 12 years ago. But it's been so long, I didn't really remember. I mean, I remembered what it was about, like the premise of the show. But I didn't remember enough about it to where, like, in other words, as I'm rewatching it now, it's like I'm watching it for the first time. I don't remember anything. And the lady has never seen it. And we started a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty good. Yeah, there is a new season coming out. But so they just put all the original episodes on Netflix, and so we're going to watch the entire original series again of Dexter, and then get into the new one. Oh, has anybody seen the new Squid Games? Squid Game Season 2 came out yesterday. Has anyone seen it yet? I have a feeling it's going to be a massive disappointment. I haven't seen it yet. I did like the first one. So I'll say that. I did like the first Squid Games. We've been waiting now for 4 years for the second one. Is it any good? You've seen it? Can't get right? Is it any good? Yeah, and it honestly sucks. See, that's what I was worried about. Well, fuck. I was worried it would be terrible. All right, here we go. 4th and 7 for Rutgers. With 2 minutes to go, it feels like this could be the game if they don't get it. They need to get across midfield. Shotgun. Kansas State showing a lot of pressure. And here they come. Gets rid of it. Caught. Tackled way short of a first down. Tackled about 5 yards short. Turnover on downs. With 1:55 to go, Kansas State takes over in plus territory with a 3-point lead, 44-41. Pay Lou. Oh yeah, I've seen Breaking Bad. That's one of the best shows of all time. Bama's playing the Section 8 Housing Bowl. Yeah, Better Call Saul is good if you've seen Breaking Bad, yeah. Second and 10 for K-State with a minute 50 to go. Rutgers only has one timeout left. K-State protecting a 3-point lead here. Snap. Handoff. Gets to the corner. Has room. Down at the 38. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up for Kansas State. Yellowstone's ending was underwhelming. The entire show was underwhelming. Yellowstone is a fucking shit show. It's terrible. 3rd and 5 for K-State coming up. Yeah, Yellowstone is terrible. I have heard Landman is good. Yeah, haven't watched it yet, but I have heard Landman is good. I will give Landman a try. I really like Billy Bob Thornton. No, I don't know nothing about Fallout. Yeah, Sons of Anarchy, amazing. Sons of Anarchy, one of my favorite 5 shows of all time. Canceled Netflix. I can't do without Netflix. 3rd and 5, Avery Johnson close to a 1st down. I think he got it. He dove for the 1st down, and I believe he got it. He was tripped up at the line of scrimmage, but somehow kept his balance. I think he dove for a 1st down. I don't like how they split up season 6 of Cobra Kai. I don't like how they're doing that now. Instead of just putting the whole season out, they're splitting the shit up. Cobra Kai did it. Stranger Things did it. A lot of series are doing it now. I don't like that shit. Just put the whole fucking season out. Yeah, Black Mirror is a great show. Black Mirror is a great show. Favorite movie? What, like of all time? I don't know if I can name just one. Empire Strikes Back, Godfather 2, Matrix 1, Inception, Goodfellas, Casino, Rounders. Yeah, I don't think I could just name one. I'd have to just make a list of like, this is a list of my favorite movies. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is the best Star Wars movie of all time. 1st and 10, K-State taking knees now. And that's going to do it. So we managed to get paid in the end. We did lose our over-under bet and our 1st half bet, but we doubled down and hit Kansas State plus 5.5 in the 2nd half bet. So we did all right on that one. No, we're not going to do the call-in show. I've been on for 3.5 hours already. We came on at 5:30. It's after, and I've been on almost 4 hours. Rise of Skywalker? Man, come on, man. Come on. None of the new Star Wars movies come anywhere close to the original, man. You have to be trolling. Rise of Skywalker? Stop. Please. Please. Come on, man. You can't be serious. Don't even, come on, man. Stop it right now. You just stop. Batman Begin. Well, that entire trilogy is amazing. That entire trilogy is the entire Dark Knight trilogy is amazing. By far the best series of Batman movies. Saving Private Ryan? Yeah, I've seen Saving Private Ryan. I will thank Uncle Lou for live casting, though. Thank you, Lou. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Sam Kim. Alabama Jones. That Nick Saban from Game Day? Alabama Jones. If I've seen Fury, it must not have been very good because I don't remember it. Is that the tank movie? Is that the one where they're in the tank or whatever? Rocky, the first one? Well, Rocky 4 is the best of the Rocky movies. Yeah, all the Tarantino movies are good. I love Quentin Tarantino. He says he's only making one more movie and that's it. Then he's calling it quits. Bet on the NFL, I think it was under 42.5. Let me look. What's the score? What is my bet on the NFL? Bears, Seahawks, under 42.5. What's the score? Let me just look, because sometimes y'all troll me. 3-3, and it's almost halftime. So I feel pretty good about my under 42.5 in the NFL. It's 3-3 and it's almost halftime. Bowling Green game is on. I did bet this game too. Just a few minutes ago, I took Bowling Green team total over 31.5. Bowling Green team total over 31.5 is what I bet on here. I don't really know how to answer that question. If I rooted for an NFL team, who would it be? I don't really know. I don't know because I don't root for an NFL team, so I don't know. If I rooted for a WNBA team, I don't know who that would be either. I don't know who I would root for in any sport I don't watch. Arkansas State with the ball first. They're in Bowling Green territory. 1st and 10, running back picks up about 4 yards before he's tackled out of bounds. Raiders of the Ark? Which Ark? The Lost Ark? Or a different one? Lost Boy's a good movie, yeah. Lost Boy's a real good movie. Have you seen the Maze Runner movies? I think I saw the first one. I don't think, if there's any after that, I don't think I saw those, but I do think I saw the first. I do think I saw the first one. There Will Be Blood, 10 out of 10. I like that movie. It's not one of my favorites, but I do like that movie. Is that the one where the guy kills people with the air compressor? Miami versus Iowa State on Saturday. I'm doing Colorado versus BYU on Patreon. I am streaming something on YouTube on Saturday. Let's see. I'm streaming BYU Colorado on Patreon at 7:30. So, yeah, probably Miami Iowa State on YouTube at 3:30. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, chances. Yeah, most likely I will be. Most likely, yes. Miami game will be on YouTube on Saturday. Colorado BYU on Patreon. Tomorrow's Georgia Tech Vandy game on Patreon too. 3rd and 7. Arkansas State's going to get sacked. It's going to be 4th in oblivion now for Arkansas State. House of a Thousand Corpses. It's not a great movie. I've seen the whole trilogy. You know, there's 3 of them. What are the other 2 called? House of a Thousand Corpses is the first one. There's 2 more. I forget what the other 2 are called. It's worth watching all 3. They're not great movies, though. Devil's Rejects and 3 from Hell. That's right. Devil's Rejects was part 2, and 3 from Hell is the 3rd one. So, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, 3 from Hell. It's a trilogy worth watching, but they're not great movies. But they're okay. Saw 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time. The rest of the Saw movies got progressively worse until the newest one. The newest one might be the 2nd best Saw movie ever after the first one. But Saw 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many they made there, they got progressively fucking worse. But the new one that they just put out was actually pretty good. Scream, I haven't seen Scream in 30 years or whenever it came out in the 90s or whatever. It's been, it was all right. Yeah, Requiem for a Dream, great movie. What's the movie Memento? Any of y'all ever seen Memento? It's not as well known as some of these other movies y'all are talking about, but you ever seen Memento? Memento's a great movie. Great movie. Yeah, Memento, the entire movie is told in reverse. So you see the last 10 minutes of the movie first. Then you see the 10 minutes before that, then the 10 minutes before that. The guy has amnesia. So you're basically watching the movie as someone who would have amnesia. It's hard to explain, but you should watch it. And put your phone up when you watch it, because it's one... You know, some movies, like somebody was just talking about Scream. You can watch Scream and play on your phone while you watch it. You're not going to miss anything. Memento is one of those movies, if you miss 5 minutes of it, you're not going to have any clue what's going on at all. You know? Yeah, Guy Pearce is in Memento. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is a good one. Classic. I've never seen any of the Minions movies. Never seen any of the Minions movies. Yeah, any Christopher Nolan movie, you have to pay attention beginning to end. You can't be doing something else while you're trying to watch a Christopher Nolan movie. Christopher Nolan's probably my favorite director right now. Modern director. I love Christopher Nolan. Yeah, I've seen John Wick. That's another one. The first John Wick, really good. Everyone after that, pretty much dog shit. The same thing with the what's the Denzel Equalizer with Denzel Washington. John Wick and Equalizer are basically the same movie. Equalizer 1, really good. They get progressively worse after that. Same thing with John Wick. Stir of Echoes. Is that with Kevin Bacon? I think I've seen that, but a long time ago. Yeah, LA Confidential. Really good. Really good. I'm not really a Hitchcock fan. I'm not really a Hitchcock fan. I don't really get the hype around Hitchcock. Whatever the newest Saw movie is that came out like a little over a year ago. The newest one is good. Top Gun, the original was okay. The new one was not great. Yeah, I heard Gladiator 2 was terrible. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was terrible. Arkansas State had to settle for a field goal. Bowling Green will get their first crack at offense now. 3-0 to score with 9:53 to go in the first quarter. Yeah, I've seen The Shining and Doctor Sleep. The Irishman wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't Goodfellas or Godfather or Casino, but it was okay. The Irishman. It's really long. Going deep. Has a man. Overthrew him. He was open too. He overthrew him. Full Metal Jacket. I could watch the first hour of Full Metal Jacket over and over and over again for 24 hours straight. Once they actually go to war, it's less of a great movie from that point on. But the entire boot camp, the first half of the movie when they're in boot camp is amazing. Once they actually get to Vietnam or whatever, it's that part of the movie is not great to me. Yeah, there is no Alien movie on my list of favorite movies. What does everybody hate about Butch Jones? Well, his winning percentage would be 1. His clown behavior would be 2. Holding up a trash can on the sideline would be 3. Saying that he only recruits 5-star hearts would be 4. Calling his team life champions would be 5. Constantly saying brick by brick would be 6. Going 0-8 in the SEC would be 7. I know I'm leaving some shit out. Bowling Green's going to punt it away. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. We've been on about 4 hours. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. It's going to be a busy next, week or so. There's football games on just about every day. I'm going to probably be streaming just about every day. So turn notifications on is the best thing that I can tell you. There's not really going to be a set schedule of the streams outside of the Patreon streams, which they vote on, but I'll be live in some form pretty much every day for the next week or so. So appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I had a good time. Thanks for helping me get into shape. What did we do? I think we did 30 push-ups and 20 sit-ups today. Hey, it's a start. I know that's not a lot, especially to some of you if you exercise or work out all the time, but we managed to get in 30 push-ups and 20 sit-ups, I think, during the stream today. So a pretty good start. Now we'll see if I'm able to get out of bed in the morning. All right, everybody, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. That's the other thing about this time of year. I don't know what day it is half the time. I think it's Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and I'll see y'all